Good morning. How we doing? Son of Horus, kicking off the party. With that sub, what's the long amount of time someone has suffered from Stockholm Syndrome? I believe. Well, I don't know. I can't say 28 months, but you're on your way. How are you this morning? We've also got a William, Ravenlord, hello. Scott, hello. Argello, hello. Scriptred, hello. I think I saw, yep, Chaotic Stupid, hello. How are you? How are y'all doing today? I was about to say we have a lot of purple names in chat, which is perfect because I'm bringing more purple. So I did go ahead and do all of our airbrushing. We can start our Emperor's Children today. So we're going to start all the details, which means a lot of Retributor armor. So we're going to get some gold. We're going to work on some skin tones. And we're going to, start to get these boys together. Bill, thank you for that sub for 46 months of support. Thank you, thank you. How's your weekend? I've also got Dark Saber coming in. Autofire, hello. Riot, hello. Slam, hello. How are you? 53 months of exclamation gold. How are you today? Welcome, welcome in. Oh my gosh. Avian, thank you for the sub for 50 months of support. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, how are we all doing today? How are we doing? What is happening? Oh, it's a hype train. Okay. It's like things are exploding. What's happening? Yeah, Retributor armor galore. It's pretty much what it's going to turn into. This stream is already chaos. Live Madness, welcome in. Nasclap, thank you so much for that sub for 2 months of support. It says, you're working on the same combat patrol that's been collecting dust under my desk for months. It's inspired me to actually finish it. Let's go. What part of it are you working on today? So I'm going to start with, I think, the Hellbrute. And I want to get 5 of my Legionaries, because we've got 10. And batch painting's always where I lose steam. So I'm going to start with 5, and then we'll work in the other 5 a bit later. We'll also have the Dark Apostle and his little disciples at some point. But I want to space out the batch painting so I get through it here. What's your plan here? What have we got? Let me catch up. You opened the flaggage, you did. It got crazy there. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Speaking of support, we do have a poll for a sub Sunday. Exclamation vote. And I think I actually gave you guys the wrong pinup. I think this is the one the Wasted Mind meant. I didn't realize the Dung Beetle Knight had so many pinups. I think this is the one that Wasted Mind meant. So this would be the pinup we work on. Avian, hello, how are you? Slam says, sleepy, just woke up, ready to sit down with some breakfast and get to writing. Let's go. Ready for finals day, baby. I'm excited to watch. Last night was fun. It was fun. Autofires is supposed to be cleaning because we're having an appraisal tomorrow morning, but I might just go paint. Do a little cleaning, a little painting. Little cleaning, a little painting. Oh, there's Wasted Mind. I need your help like never before. Kingdom Death pinup. Okay, is that the one, Wasted Mind? Yeah. I think that's the, because, like, when I was going through the art, I found her first. I'm like, oh, this is the one he means. And then I completely forgot that this one existed. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure this is the one he means. And they're both fun, and they can both come on stream. So we'll do that. The poll is over. See the Discord? It was unanimous. Roger, welcome in. How are you? It is your Hitchhiker's Guide anniversary. Thank you so much for 42 months. Thank you, thank you. How's your weekend? Scott says, Nikki, Will's ignoring me. Can you get him to paint the shield captain in flesh-toned armor? I voted purple and gold. That's what he has to paint. We all wasted our vote for Kingdom Death for absolutely dabbing on William. The purple shows up weird on screen. It does look a little different. The colors are, it's violet and royal purple from Vallejo Model Color, which is what I have on my Age of Sigmar Slanesh. So I'm bringing over the same colors. The vote is over. Kingdom Death pinup has the most votes. Speaking of, Captain Lucius did arrive, so I will get him cleaned up here at some point. I think it'll be after Combat Patrol, but I really want to work on him. Basically, the plan is to proxy him into my 40k stuff. So I've actually got him. I've got Saltarvitz also. But the idea would be to bring as many stuff into 40k as I can. Because I don't play Heresy, but the models are all really, really cool. Let's see. Also, I'm going to try the slap chop method. Wish me luck. I hope that goes well. I hope that's It's a good way to knock things out, especially they've been sitting for a bit. You want them done. Your weekend Evo, that's been mine too, Roger. So I've been playing a lot of D&D. So we had online game Friday, in-person game yesterday, and then in between has been Evo. So I was watching Street Fighter last night. I was watching a lot of Dragon Ball last night. A little bit of Guilty Gear. And then finals are today. If you guys want to watch some fighting game finals, that is on Evo. I'm probably going to raid into it when we're done. Just so you guys can see it if you want to catch it. Hey, Fat Rat, welcome in. I stayed up too late. I gotta remember I'm not a whippersnapper anymore. Are you gonna use the helmet or no helmet for Lucius? I think I'm gonna do no helmet. I like, for characters, I tend to not go helmet. Just so you can see them. Bill says, if you're gonna go with the flesh tone power armor, you should think about converting the Blood Angels for the highly sculpted armor. That's true. You can go full on, like, Attack on Titan. Nikazzy, welcome in. How are you? I'm good. We are gonna start on, as soon as chat stops distracting me, we're gonna start the gold for all of my Emperor's children. You guys ready for like 3 hours of gold? I'm pretty pumped, let me tell you. Here we go. It begins. It begins. Dragon Ball is so loud last night. Yes. I love when they do. Well, it used to be for Cell, but when they do the scream, it just makes me happy every time. It was really good. Son of Horse says, I need to get my pictures of Gen Con swag up in the Discord. Hell yeah, I want to see. Did anyone else do Gen Cons? I know Jezzy is. I don't know how many days. Anyone else checking out Gen Con? I was watching the Kingdom Death stuff get updated. Lisa Mine says, I stayed up so late playing Baldur's Gate 3, and it's not Age of Wonders 4 late, thankfully. Not yet. Not yet. Do you have a favorite for the... Oh my gosh. Hold on. Hold on. Goosedan, thank you so much for that sub for 53 months of support. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thank you, thank you. Okay, hold on. Twitch is just deciding to throw everything at me at once in this chat box. How you doing, Koo? What you up to this weekend? Do you have a favorite for Street Fighter 6 top 6? I'm going for Hidani because I want a modern player to win the first Evo. I was curious how much of the modern would come, and it was cool to see. I know that Japan is going like pretty hard with modern to see what all it can do, and it's really interesting. It was so loud, yes, it's so good. The horse says, I didn't go as YOLO this year as I did last year. That's probably okay. But I'm curious to see what you picked up. Earbright, hello, how are you today? Most of this GW only had 3 blisters of the Bjornlings instead of the 8 I intended to get. Oh, you got COVID from Vegas. I hope that you're feeling better here, Kuzadan. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you able to just rest up here for a bit? Yeah, I hope that you're feeling better. Hope that Vegas was fun. Let's see. Top 6. Kakaroo, Angry Bird, Tawny, Punk, Mena RD. Part of me wants Mena to win. And Tokido, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to throw in my troll answer for Slam. Let's go Mena. Curse you thrice. No, I don't really have. I don't really like Punk. I guess anyone but Punk is my actual answer. I don't know what Evo is. At this point, I'm too afraid to ask. It is a fighting game tournament. So it is in Vegas. It's a full weekend. Finals are today. Yeah, what about you, Roger? Who we pulling for? Kuzan says, Vegas was cool. Went to a Mega Mart, Shark Reef Aquarium, Tournament of Kings. Nice. Ian says, ran into problems. Decided to put the dreadnought together to work on my shadows and whatnot. Glued the legs wrong. Oh no. So now I've made a Death Guard tactical rocket. I mean, if that works, yeah. If it works, it works. I flirt you with making no. Why you do this? Oh. And I root for Punk. Is Gammy's, yeah. I'm not a fan of Punk. He is, in fact, a punk. I'm good. Anyone but him. There's a few people I will actively root against. He is one of them. Rogue Wolf, thank you so much for that sub, for 44 months of support. I appreciate it. How's your weekend? Welcome in. I hate that I can read it and hear it, Slam. I hate that I can just hear it. Ways and Minds says, chat, we must unite to defeat the Lord of the Azure Lane, the shield captain of the Azure Custards, the nefarious Abs Daddy Will. Help take down the owner of Vegetathon Body Pillow by voting for Kingdom Death Pinup for Sub Sunday. You're the best, chat. It's true. If Kingdom Death wins, this is who we get to work on. So there's that. We also have, I think it was my Nid army, my Eldar army. We can work on some more Emperor's Children. I do have more Emperor's Children. We have the starter box, as well as there's a Forge Fiend I need to get together. There is, I think I have the Chosen from Eldritch Omens. There's a lot of chaos we can work on. Where to poll link, exclamation vote. Yeah, Slam, I think Wasted Mind got you both in the same bucket. Oh, he was bragging you stole it. Okay, that's the piece that I missed. That's what I missed. I figured you were just both in that bucket with the fighting over this body pillow. Rogo says it's been crazy. Oh, AC went out Friday, had to work yesterday. AC gets replaced on Tuesday. I'm so sorry. We've had, I think at this point, a handful of people from chat all having it all go out. I'm sorry. Ours went out last year, 2 years ago, and it was awful. I hope that you get it all fixed here soon. I hope you get it fixed. You want orc content? Unfortunately, well, we do have orcs coming, but it won't be for Sub Sunday. I feel like chat might be slightly thirstier than normal. Here in this chat, never. Never. Here I am wanting to paint Malifaux. I know. As I will. Just maybe not for a Sub Sunday. I still think a Malifaux stream would be cool over on YouTube, where I'm not as worried about, you know, numbers and things. Oh, we had tornado sirens going off yesterday. It was awesome. Oh, well, awesome. You're very apparently different sounding tornado sirens. I remember talking about that last week. How is everyone's weekend? What have we been up to? I mentioned we've been playing D&D. I played a bit of Baldur's Gate. I'm not as far as everyone else. Because I've been watching Evo instead. I've been using Evo to just turn my brain off for a little bit this weekend, which has been really nice. I'm absorbing all of the fighting game knowledge that I can. So that's been fun. But yeah, I kind of got to the point where I could mix up my party a little bit, and that's where I kind of stopped for the night. I'll probably play a little bit more later today. Rogo says I have a portable AC unit that helped me keep one room tolerable. AC Tech was able to get it working until the replacement on Tuesday. That's good. When our sirens get off, you know it's the siren instead of a child's toy from the 70s. I mean, ours work. You can hear it over the wind and everything, so. I don't know what, like, tones they test and things, but. I finished Remnant 2 last night. It was awful. Wait, is it? Like, a lot of people are enjoying it. Why do you say it's awful? Unless you're memeing on me here. Why do I say it's awful? How far into Baldur's Gate? Yeah, like I said, not super far. I picked up a few party members, and I am not no-lifing it like some others are. I will probably play it kind of how we play D&D, where I can play it for a few hours, and then I need kind of a break. So that's kind of what I did the other night. I put in like a night's worth of stuff, and I was done. heard them, Scott. I don't know what's going on out there. Roses, I've been working, and I need to. The wallet is currently in ICU. Oh no. Well, I hope work is going well. I hope work's going well. Kusain says, Baldur's Gate 3, I made a Dorgar Oathbreaker Paladin with corpse paint. So every time I get into a group scene, it's a bunch of story characters everyone chose for the co-op, and short Gene Simmons. Oh. I made a wild magic sorcerer. That's what I've got. Decided to go sorcerer. Scott says, hey, I'm only 18 and a half hours into it. Imagine if we hadn't had D&D, how far you'd be. That would have been your whole weekend. Yeah, is anyone else playing Baldur's Gate? What characters have we got, chat? What have we got? I didn't realize Baldur's Gate had co-op. Yeah, so it's kind of like Divinity, where you can play in a party. I think, it's really cool. It's a lot of time. But yeah, you can. I almost bought it last night. Maybe if you do, like when all your stuff's done, Slam, I would make another character with you. If you do, I'd play with you. Bada, welcome in. How are you? That's right. We're starting right in on the trim. Look how bling bling he is now with our purple and gold. How are you? How's your weekend? Amber says, I'm a dwarf ranger after all. Game wouldn't save. Just ended up doing that instead. Mine says, Tempest Cleric. Feeling kind of basic without any amazing lightning spells. Haven't hit the Create Water and Lightning combo. Gotcha. I picked up Grease, and I was lighting stuff on fire. It's fun. Hey, Ghost Dogs, welcome in. How are ya? I watched Felicia Day play Baldur's Gate 3 with her buddies, and it was hilarious watching them struggle and make decisions. Yeah, that is the hard part, is if you're in a party, you have to make the decisions together, just like D&D. How are you? How's your weekend? Badger, welcome in. How you doing? Did you get past the awful instructions for the starter box? They are now, yeah, they're all together and painted now, Bill. They're pretty bad. If anyone else has this combat patrol, literally every kit, I think except for the Apostle, has misnumbered things in it. The Halbert had misnumbered. I'm trying to remember the Havoc's what it was. I was pretty sure there's one there. The Legionaries had a lot of issues. But yeah, it's a rough kit, a rough box. Ian says, I was very boring. Once I re-downloaded Baldur's Gate and then built half-elf bard, not enough customization on the character. There's a certain slider I want to ask about, but if you've customized a character, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's mine says, oh my god, Ultra Blast has the knockback on it. It's freaking hilarious, so useful. I have that on my actual bard, and it's really nice. Yeah, is it repelling? But Dab says, just got my Legionaries primed. Hellbrood is done, though. Let's go. Hopefully I can catch up to you here. Oh, I'm way behind. Oh god, so it's not me? That makes me so happy. No, that kid is awful. The combat patrol is so bad. Here, I'll give you an example. Oh, where'd I put it? Sorry, I put up the box. I was going to show the Hellbrute. The very first instruction for the Hellbrute is 2 different pieces that are numbered the same number, and neither of them are the right number. That's a short snippet of this kit. Short snippet. The Chaos Space Marine box has chaotic instructions, yes. Basically, you can make them all chaos spawns if you want. I was playing a dwarf fighter. I was able to make almost 1/1. Oh, my tattoo one. Love that. Love that. Which doesn't make any sense because they're the same kits as the regular boxes. Just copy them over. You would think. You would think. Squeezel, welcome in. How are you? My character does not need a trunk for his junk. Bro, that sounds terrible. It was terrible. Yep. Yep. Legionaries have parts listed that are clearly typos, yeah. Listed 113, 133. Yeah, they're all over the place. All over the place. It's awful. And, like, it's one of those things, right, where I think some people are like, well, just look for the thing. That's fine. But, like, I talk to so many people in chat here who are like just getting into Warhammer, and that's what I always think of with kits like that, where it's like, if this is someone's first step into Warhammer, and this is what they're running into, like, that's not okay. Badger, thank you so much for hitting the button. For 43 months of support. Thank you, thank you. Ooh. What are you up to today, Badger? Did I miss it? I'm sorry if I did. What you got going? How are your Tyranids coming along, actually? I was internalizing how much difficulty I was having assembling the few Legionaries I have done. I thought, I'm so stupid for that hobby. No. That box is awful. It is not you. Hire a tester and a proofreader. I volunteer as tribute. When you make a kit, GW, send it to me. I'll build it once. I'll circle what's wrong. I volunteer. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just let me build your thing. Just once. Once. I'm guessing the Combat Patrol has the basic Legionaries and not the Kill Team version. Yeah, it's the basic duders. I believe. Because it doesn't have some of the specialist dudes. I have both. And these are, I think, just the regular. But Adam says, I've been building GW plastic kits since 1995. This was one of the worst experiences I've had. This might explain why I can't fit the arms on one I'm working on back onto the model, but they're not even the right arms body combination. It might not. It might not. Need to slap some paint on them when I get back from the shop. Let's go, Badger. Enjoy the shop. They're just a small indie company. Hoot, welcome in. How are ya? I hope we get more Hellbrutes and Dreadnoughts for Chaos Space Marines Cult Legions. I want a Chaos Redemptor. Let's go. I'm curious to see what they will get, especially if, like, my chat. If you've been in here, you know I'm doing Emperor's Children because I'm expecting a Codex. If that happens, I'm curious what all they will get with it, and what all would still work for like Chaos in general. Hey Vantire, welcome back in. How are you today? Havoc's kit was a breeze though. It's insanely more complicated. Yeah, Havocs weren't bad. I can't remember misnumbering. There may have been, like, a piece. But it wasn't too bad. I like when British say they're gonna go to the shop. Yeah, it's very cute. Gonna pop over to the shops. The Orc Combat Patrol shouldn't come with instructions. Assemble them as you think they work. It still works. Jazzy, welcome in. How are you? How's your weekend? I hope New Chaos isn't just Space Marines with a little more trim. Yeah, we'll see here. Is it better or worse than the infamous Malifaux bearded mini? I think they're rough for different reasons is the hard part. The beard mini is just itty bitty. Here you're fighting the actual instructions. That's right, sexy snake fulgrim. That's what I'm here for. That's what I am anticipating. Let's go. I just hate the stupid Gatling gun. It's so large. Let's see. Doing good. Got my grenades and first cup of coffee. How are you today? Pretty good. We are starting details for my combat patrol. I wanted to start working on them yesterday while I was watching Evo, but I decided to be good, wait for stream. But now that we've started, I'll make sure these are done by the end of the month. Damien says, when I kit bashed the Death Guard, I had to build the rest of the sprue to make sure I don't have bits disappear. So 7 other Death Guard made. Did the puzzle method does this fit? I mean, you got them done. Not enough painting yesterday. Well, we got today. Very Gen Con tired. How was it, Jazzy? Oh, you're waiting in line for the bathroom. Figured I'd pop in. I hope you have fun then. I wasn't sure if you were doing the full weekend or not. Hope rest of today is fun. What mini are we talking? We're talking about the whole Chaos Space Marine Combat Patrol. The entire box. And how awful it is. Son of Horses. I only went on Friday. My legs are still sore. Yeah. Legs take forever, too. When they are sore. This last time with my my workout this week, my legs took forever. Let's be ready to go again. Mason, good morning. How are you? How's your weekend? We are working on a whole bunch of gold at the moment. What you got going on? Yeah, it's been a pretty great nerd weekend here between Evo, Gen Con, Baldur's Gate. It's been real nice, and then we had D&D. I've been here all 4 days. My feet do not love me. It's been super fun. Lots of good fun games. So I'm so glad I took Monday off. Yeah, you're going to need it, it sounds like. Recover a little bit. Good. I'm glad you're having fun. I think I was keeping up with the Kingdom Death updates. People posting stuff from the booth and stuff. I did see the when they open up the vendor hall. Saw some videos from that. Seems like a crazy time. Ray, hello, how are you? Sunfire says, I'll also confess, I did a poor job with my own hydration. Had a very shaky 30th minute after lunch on Friday. I was able to make concessions to get some water, though. It's tough. Especially when, you've gotta take time away to go get water and things. And I'm sure they're all marked up like they like to do. I'm glad you're able to take care of yourself. I was late on the hype dance. Look at him go. Look at him go. Anything else going on this weekend, chat? I feel like we hit the big nerdy stuff. Anything else? Let's see. Hobby-wise, I got the Storm Raven. Is now all the sub-assemblies are done. So I'm going to smoosh that all together tomorrow. I was prepping the Seraphon. I've got to do some color matching probably tomorrow, and then we can bring the Seraphon on stream. The commission has this really cool kind of molten, lava-y lizard scheme. But it's also a lot of dry brushing, and I'm trying to make sure I get all of the different tones kind of worked in. So that's what I'm trying to figure out here, probably today and tomorrow. So I think between Seraphon and these boys, that's probably going to be streamed this week. Let's try and get the Combat Patrol together and get the lizards on. Water is our friend, that's right. Is there anything in the Kingdom booth you need exclusive-wise? I don't think so. Thank you, Jezzy, for asking. I don't think so, because I think it'll be online. I appreciate it, though. I know there was a crazy long line. Did you get to check out the booth, Jezzy? I think it was as Vendor Hall opened, it was kind of nuts from what I heard. Let's see, have you had a chance to demo the new Star Wars card game that Fantasy Flight is making? It was pretty solid. I was hearing about the Disney card game and all those already on eBay for stupid money. Let's see, Rupert says, Civic holiday on Monday. Actually, my partner's family wants to do a short notice big family barbecue, and I'm like, hell no. I always feel bad because my mom will do that, where it's like, okay, well, the day's off, we should do something. And I'm like, do we have to, though? What if we did nothing? What if we just did nothing? Because that sounds fantastic. Well, best of luck, Reaper. Emperor's Children and Seraphon. I think that's going to be our week probably this week. While I get Salamanders wrapped up and kind of next projects started. Speaking of next projects, if you've not voted, exclamation vote, we did unlock a bonus stream. If you want to vote on what we work on. My Emperor's Children are in there. Eldar. Nids. Also, a Kingdom Death pinup. If we do the pinup, it is this lovely right here. So that is, that's what we got. That is for the Dung Beetle Knight. Wrapping up, you say. So I've got the Impulsors, the last Impulsors now primed. We've got Vulcan to finish, Contemptors to finish, Storm Raven to put together, and decals. So we're getting there. I don't know if it'll be... Should be close by the end of the week. I don't want to say done. Because the decals can take some time between clear coats and things. But we should be pretty close. Pretty close. A really sweet pinup, yes. She's very pretty. Now that I know that's the right one, I will probably build her. Maybe later today. Well, Evoing. Sorry, I picked out the wrong one first. When Spider Kills Marathon? Probably not on Twitch, unfortunately. Just because arachnophobia warning. Maybe it's a YouTube video. Chat, reject Ludba, accept a god machine. That's right, Titanicus is on there. We can work on some tiny little Lancer Knights. Because they've been sitting built for a while. I don't know, there's lots of fun projects in there. If we did Malifaux, it would be 10 Thunders. Speaking of Malifaux, they also have their Gen Con sale going on. Exclamation weird. If you'd like to check that out. This time, it's not a lot of the alts and things, so it is mostly the new stuff. But they do have a few things that are new with the con, so if you want to check that out. Exclamation weird. WYRD. I'm super hyped. I'm excited too. I'm excited to get them back home and get some games. That's the best part. Plus, they look sick together. I've got like a garage over here where they're just all coming together. Limeman says the time of the green has ended. That's my cue. Time of green done. We've got yellow coming. We have some Eldar to work on this week as soon as we get their little weapons fixed. So that'll be fun. Jade says, back to the vendor hall. Maybe I buy some art, get some new stuff for the house. Yeah. It doesn't look anything like a spider. Avian, it's a gigantic spider. I don't know what to tell you. It looks like a gigantic spider. Nikki cares about arachnophobia, but she was fine about owlphobia. Arachnophobia is a little bit more prevalent than owlphobia. Graham, welcome in. How are you? The age of green is over. The time of purple has begun. Yes. Reject yellow. Embrace purple. So much purple. One art, please. Thank you. Thank you. It's in the name. Yeah, it has 8 legs that then have hands. Yep. If anything, it's way worse than a spider. Maybe good for YouTube. Argyle bullies. You would never. You would never. Purple. Yep, we've got purple across a couple different projects, so that'll be fun. I do have to ask, though, how is everyone's starter box challenge going? I have learned I need to be better. Because everyone's done the threads, I think I'm missing, like, work in progress updates. So this week, I'm going to try and be better about going through everyone's threads and looking at stuff. I'm just so used to it being in the whip gallery that I don't click into the threads, and I need to. Just not used to it. Scott says, blue wash on. So speaking of challenge there, now to Baldur's Gate 3 for a bit. Scott's rocking both today. William's next arc is going to be dressing up as the thing he fears and fighting crime in a small Georgia town as Hand Owl Man. My favorite thing still was learning that the Stonewrecker guy that Will likes, the sculptor also did the Blushing Owl. And that makes me happy. I have to comment on the threads to follow them, I think. Okay. I need to go in and just throw an emote in every thread so I can keep up with them. So I'm sorry if you're like, why is Nikki not looking at my stuff? It's because I'm not used to threads, that's all. Try to get the Isengard out of their bin real quick so photos can be taken. Do it. Do it, do it. Come join us. If the channel were threads only, then they'd be easier to see. Discord mixes and matches chat with threads. They become harder to see. It's interesting. I like it that you guys can make a thread and like post your own progress and put anything you want in there. I just have to get used to using it because we've never really used them before. But it's a neat little system. I'm just not used to it. Let's see, I got most of mine built. Just need to build the giants. Ravenlord says I've got to get back to mine. It's just been too hot in the hobby room this week. Yeah, that does make it tough. I hope you can get back to it. And be comfy. Alright, I think this is all gold. Looks like gold. It's gold now. When you say threads, it makes me think of Twitter or X. I know, I hate. I'm really struggling if I keep my Twitter stuff. Anything I post is just... I'm like just losing followers left and right as either people leave or like things change, and I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth trying to keep it up anymore. It does mean I need to be on threads more. It's just not my routine. Oh, Gaunt's. I'm sorry. Yep. Son of Horse says, I guess I'll go ahead and pack up my work laptop too, so I have actual room on my desk then. Get your photos. Alright, did we get all the gold? Got a little bit more here. You know what? That wasn't as awful as I thought it would be. Though the halberd is more of the skin and cables, more so than the gold. I do also have 2 halberds. I'm trying to save the other one toward the end, just so that the actual box gets finished first. But we do have 2 of them. We do have his arms. Let's get those real quick. I'm going to zoom out a tiny bit, too. Just because we got so much stuff and you can't see them. Oh, other way. You haven't moved to Blue Sky. I would love, I would love a code. If anyone's got an invite code for Blue Sky. Would love it. But I've been on that wait list for forever. Even before everything started to blow up, I had been on the wait list. So I don't think I'm ever going to get in. I kind of gave up on that. Dismay and Cat, welcome in. How are you? What'd you up to this weekend? Everyone says, I will stay to the bitter end out of habit. Don't want to switch to some other app that might not stick around. I will also probably at least have it until it explodes. I just don't know if I want to use it anymore. I don't mind, like, following things on Twitter. Like, reading Twitter is fine. I don't see the point in posting anymore. Put minis on top of laptop to take pictures. That's true. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. As long as the minis are there. As long as you get your before photo, it's all good. I think Avian's is on top of a laptop. Avian was going for the extra points with my YouTube in the back. So you'd have good company. Speaking of, we do have a new YouTube, or a revamped YouTube, exclamation YouTube. Thank you everyone who came to join us on Wednesday. We are now over halfway to unlocking the memberships and emotes and all that good stuff. So thank you everyone. I didn't get the final number that we're at, because there's a little bit of a delay between the stream and the numbers counting. So I'll have to check again later today, but we are cruising along, so thank you everyone. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to throw a few more things on there this week. But thank you. Here is the link if you guys need it. I think that's all I have. Streaming news. I think that's all I got. For this help route, I think for the challenge, I'm going to stick to the hammer and the plasma. And then I need to figure out how I want to magnetize the rest of them. But for challenge completion, those are going to be the weapons I do. Is it true I can just leave all the camping supplies in the camp in Baldur's Gate 3 instead of trying to carry 50 pounds of food with me at all times? Could you just throw it in the chest? I haven't been playing as much, so I don't know if there's any other reason you would need to... Here's a chest. Yeah, is it safe to just throw it all in there? Or would you need it for anything else? There you go, waste of mind. Yeah. throw all of that weight, all of that food into the chest then. I like that we're figuring this out. How many hours into there you go. That should help your inventory. The purple is so good with that gold. Yes, I'm enjoying this. I was a little afraid it was too dark. I do need to figure out kind of a final highlight for it for edge highlighting. I think I picked up this Cacophony purple, which is obviously in the Emperor's Children naming scheme here. So we're going to try that. I have magenta on the Age of Sigmar, but I don't think it works as well in the armor. I think it looks a little funky. So I think we're going to switch it up a little bit for all the power armor. But I picked that up to try, so we'll give it a shot. New painter, hello! We're working on trim. How are you? How's your weekend? We are starting all of our detail work, and that is a lot of trim. And we're talking Baldur's Gate on and off here. Is that Drexen? If I goof that up, let me know. Welcome on in. I see plenty of trim. Has to be chaos. It is indeed. So this is the Chaos Space Marine Combat Patrol. I've pulled out the Hellbrute and 5 of our little legionaries to start with, because batch painting is not my favorite thing to do. So we're going to try and split it up here. But we are doing a starter box challenge as a community, and this is what I chose for mine. So by the end of the month, they should all be done. That's the plan. Is there anything you're working on? Do you also have some chaos? Thank you, Slim. I think there's the new Custody models. They're about to be, when Will rocks his purple and gold Custodies. Methalian, welcome in. How are you? That's a nice box. The stuff in it is nice. The instructions for it are garbage. The instructions are garbage, but the models are nice, yes. A good mix of things. So I'm going Emperor's Children. I also picked up a box of the new Cultists. And I think that's how we're going to start this army. And I'm doing this basically expecting that we're going to get an Emperor's Children Codex. So trying to get a good start on an army before any new goodies come. Because World Leaders got theirs, so we wait. Is it a head-wasted mind? Yes. I just finished a Chaos Knight Abominant. Need to do some basing. Heck yeah. Those Chaos Knight kits are really cool. What color scheme did you go with for yours? I'm pretty sure it may come out later this year or next. I feel like next would be my... because we've already got a little bit of a roadmap. I feel like that's right. We will see. I'm gonna keep hoping. Gonna keep hoping. So yeah, I've got a collection of chaos stuff, just from various boxes, and forever ago I thought I wanted 1,000 Suns, so I've got some of that. So obviously, like, I can pull over the Helldrake. I brought over the Hellbrute. Yeah, I don't know. I've got enough stuff that we can start. One for black plating and gold trim. don't mind me saying this. I hope your models can be used in the eventual Emperor's Children army. I think they should. I mean, they're pretty generic, chaosy stuff, you know? So even if it's not specifically for Emperor's Children, I can at least play, like, chaos. I think we should be good, Avian. I'm hoping so. And then, you know, when we get probably new noise marines and other noisy things, we'll just work those all in. That is my favorite paint scheme. I have painted a lot of black and gold. We have a very large Black Legion commission army. I just sent back some possessed for that army. So it's a lot. I've got a really stupid 40k question. I should have chosen any of the Traitor Legions for my combat patrol, right? Even though the box is Black Legion on it. I could have done Thousand Suns and it would have been lore appropriate. I believe so. I'm trying to think, can Thousand Suns just take regular old legionaries, or would they just work as rubric marines? I think the answer is they just become rubric marines. I think that would be the thing, is seeing what Thousand Suns can take, and if you can either proxy them in, or if they can take them just outright. Thinking of various things not available to Death Guard, Blood Eaters, etc. Yeah. My stuff's pretty generic, so we'll see, Avian. If not, it's not a huge deal. Again, because I could just play him as Chaos if I want. I can see a Helldrake and a Forge Fiend complementing noise weapons very well. Yeah, I love the Forge Fiend kit too. I've for that Black Legion commission, I painted like 5 of them, and I still don't mind painting another one. It's such a cool kit. So we'll have a Forge Fiend here at some point. It's just cool. It would suck if they do like World Eaters Codex, make it where normal legionaries aren't in the book. Yeah. No regular cast Space Marines for Thousand Suns. Yeah, so I think you would be proxying, unfortunately. So yeah, I would see what can be taken in those other factions and go from there. Now, if you're doing one that doesn't have a codex, so let's say you want to go like Night Lords or something, then you can do that. You can do whatever you want for the most part. Things like Thousand Suns, Death Guard, or World Eaters don't have generic dudes, so probably not, without making a stretch out of it, yeah. So if you're doing one that doesn't have a separate codex, then a little easier to take the more generic dudes. Can't believe you built ammo box, guy. I got that feed off and threw the box into the bits. I don't know, that was kind of fun. Mix things up a little bit. It definitely sits on his waist a little weird, but that's whatever. I find the different legions confusing, because I'm pretty new to the hobby, yeah. It's, to be fair, they don't give you a real easy way to know some of what you're asking. It's a lot of it is pick up the book and see what's in the book. But if you can't get the book right off the bat, then you're kind of left, yeah. Enough ammo feeds on the Havocs, thank you very much. They do have a lot of them, yeah. I'm kind of glad I only have 5 Havocs at the moment to paint. Just with all of the different cablings and things. Yeah, Son of Horus has a lot of chaos. So, if you have any other questions, I will try my best to help, and Son of Horus, also very helpful. So let us know. I'm pretty new to this army, so I've never really played Chaos before. So I will be learning along with you for some of it. I wasn't sure, Son of Horus. I went back and forth on if I wanted the white on the pauldron or not. I'm kind of leaning no. Mostly because it's like the heresy scheme, and a lot of the heresy I saw did not have it. I think I'd probably work the white into like the cloth and stuff instead. Like still have it as an accent, but maybe not on the pauldron. Because I will be doing decals also, which I think I need to figure out. Keep in mind there could be any Marine army you want. Maybe some Loyalist Marines from the Horus Heresy era turned traitor. They're their own small warband. Renegades are modern Marine Forces turned traitor. A lot of it's keeping consistent with what rules you're going to use too. So as long as it kind of works there and you consistently say this is what they are, then you're usually good. I think at last count I have nearly 50k points of total chaos between all the varieties. Yeah. Son of Horus has all the chaos knowledge. Hey Mona, welcome in. Chaos is my main army. If you'd be okay with it, I'd be more than happy to answer questions. Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. How are you? There you go, chat. If anyone else has chaos questions. We have the experts. We have the experts. I guess I will ask both of you. If I were to expand my Emperor's Children, what do you think I should be getting? I will say I will probably not pick up anything that is super old and would probably get either a rework or just getting axed. I would probably stick to more modern stuff. Forge Fiend, okay. I've got the one. Do we, should I have multiple? I guess I wasn't sure if I should also get another box of the cultists. 5 Helldrakes. Thanks, noob. Thanks, noob. Chaos expert noob here. 5 Helldrakes. My music seems a little loud. 1 second. That feels better. Okay. Most definitely Forge Fiends. Also tanks. Okay. Ah, tanks in purple. Some dropping brushes. I noticed an error on the Sentinel sprue, but it's simple. This is the right one, not the left one. Patab says, I drilled barrels on 10 guns yesterday. Still exhausted. Noob does seem to be the expert, indeed. Yep. They did an orc ally army to displace them. That's my suggestion. I will keep that in consideration. No, I'm gonna let you have the green tide. Thanks. We do have some orcs coming on commission, though. There's actually... Do you guys want to see what Scorched Panda sent me? And I'm trying to remember their very orky names. I think it's a Games Day model. We've got... Look at these cuties. He's got like a parrot Gretchen. So he comes with the old axe. We've got some skulls to throw on the base. So that will be... Oh gosh, it's pewter. Yep. Mousebait, welcome in. How are ya? How's your weekend? Let me scroll up here. Hold off on Noise Marines. Yeah, until we get new models. Use aftermarket bits for kit bashing. I think I'm just gonna wait. Yeah. Because we got the one. There has to be more coming, right? There has to be more coming. Warhammer on... That's what it is. Thank you, Bidap. Thank you. Now I remember. So we've got that. And I'm trying to remember. They have very, very orky names. Hey, Vegeta, welcome in. Love the shoulder goblin. I think that's my favorite part. He's so cute up there. How's your weekend? He chonky. Yeah, it's a hefty model here. My brain went donk. You shut the orc. On the metal mini. I know I haven't worked on metal in a bit, so we'll have to make sure we get enough clear coats on him. But I'm going to start getting him cleaned up here this week. Toss a photo in the Discord. Do it. Do it. I tried to restart remembering you said Games Day Mini. Yeah, so I think now that Badabba said that, I remember Scorch Panda saying it. It was a while back that we had talked about it. But he is on the desk here. Lucius the Eternal is really cool. So I actually picked up the 4-year-old one. Well, sorry. Wasted Mind picked up the 4-year-old one. I'm going to proxy him in. We will probably get a new kit, but I would use him in 40k either way. So I'll just proxy him in for something. But yeah, I think a new kit probably on the horizon here. I just like the 4-year-old one. I think it's a cool model. Hey, Rennie, take care. All sounds good here, Brian. We'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out today. Have a good one. So yeah, I do have that. I've got some, what else did I throw on? I think the Praetor is on my throne, and the Terminators. 4-year-old character models, yeah, they're great. I painted Saul Tarbits for Mousebait. I have my own that I also want to paint. Now that there's some time between the two. I can proxy him in, I'm sure, for something. I already have Fulgrim that I've painted. He's in the full heresy scheme. So yeah. This is an army that I probably should have done more with earlier, but now we're finally there. Now we have a reason to hop in. So thank you, chat. Thank you for the challenge and the excuse to hop in. I appreciate it. Need to get a new Detolf. Put all the stuff on. Hey, Mana Master, welcome in. How are you? I might say Possessed as well. The Mark of Slanesh give your melee sustained exploding hits on 5s for melee. I think they were in a lot of the lists I saw. I just painted 18 of them for Black Legion, so I'm a little hesitant to pick them up immediately. But yeah, you're probably right. Probably should get some. They're neat models. They just have the, they kind of have what the Hellbrute has, where it's just like areas where there's a lot of skin, but also metal, but also wires, and you kind of have to pick out everything as you go, which is a lot. It depends though. Do Death Guard have Possessed? I know Thousand Suns. Oh, so maybe you wouldn't get them, you're saying? That's a good shout. Maybe I should see what gets left out of the other codexes first. Or indexes. Because I know, like, I think it's Death Guard can't take the Helldrake. So things like that. Hellbrute has a lot of soft detail. Reminds me of the Rogue Trader Renegade Dreadnought. Yeah, it's picking out all the little stuff that's layered in all together. Is tough. No Helldrake, not for Death Guard. Focusing on the Heresy characters done. They could be really good stand-ins for Exalted Champions like Chaos Hearts. Yeah. Once you're done with them, might have a release sooner. The plan is probably to not buy anything else until... I just didn't know if there was something that was like... I was obviously missing, I guess, for... So it sounds like no. It sounds like we're waiting for Noise Marines, and then wait to see what else they will get. Okay. Good to know. We'll paint what we got then. Go from there. Did just buy Malagurst. Because free shipping with Randall. See, that's the thing. You have to get the free shipping. You've got to get it. Rebray, thank you so much for that sub. For 45 months of support. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for hitting button. World Eaters can't take regular cultists. Only their new Jackal guys. I think so, yeah. Can Thousand Suns take cultists? They take cultists? Oh, and the Zangors. I know they were putting Zangors in every box there for a bit. Because poor Exalted was not happy about it. don't even have the 9th ed book, though. Okay, cool. Thank you, chat. That was helpful. We'll stick with what we got, and we'll go from there. I'm probably going to work on my Forge World characters along with the... I've got some Forge World Eldar to work on. I work on those all together. Because they're cool, you know? Hey, Cody, welcome in. Purple paint. The purple paint is Violet from Vallejo Model Color. And Royal Purple. Also from Vallejo. How are you? Is there anything you're working on? Sorry, the detail on this one's kind of weird. There. I had a subscription cheer a few days ago, and now my sub ran out again. Sometimes the anniversary stuff is really weird here on Twitch. So, like, if you've ever gone up to, like, for an emote drive or something, if you ever went up to a different tier, it seems to goof things up. But thank you, I appreciate it. If I had to do Zangor's mouse, I'd go third party, because there are better models out there. I don't know if it got fixed. When I got the Zangor initially, like when they first released, the details on them were so soft that like one whole leg just straight up looked like it was barely sculpted. So I don't know if I just had a bad box or if it's been fixed. But yeah, there was just like one side of the Zangor was not right. But that was, yeah, way back when they first put out the new box. So I don't know if it's better now. I like my Zangors, but you do you, boo. More monster. I wonder if Emperor's going to get more lewd or opulent or colorful cultists. I really hope they kind of continue what they did with the Sigmar line for Slaanesh. I want more of that. I want the, like, crazy, proud characters. I want more of the glutton type characters. Yeah, I want... Take that same concept, put it in 40k. That's what I want. I have 2 new Marines to paint and no primer. Oh no. What Marines do we have? Welcome on in. For Marines, I've got Space Wolves, but I probably won't work on them until Codex time. They're not as exciting to me right now. Come back to them though. They were my first love for Warhammer. Escher Gang cultists with colorful mohawks, that'd be sick. Would work well with Noise Marines too. When the Noise Marines come out, those are gonna be fun. I kind of want to do, and maybe it's the Noise Marines, like a squad in the really bright pink, like 40k Emperor's Children. Still bring in some of the purples so they go together, but I kind of want to do one of the pink. I just don't like the pink enough for an entire army of it. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, individual squad. I think the Noise Marine's probably a good candidate for that. If we do have some fun cultist models like that, then I'll save it for them too. The black and pink is amazing, though. It's a lot. I don't think I could do that much. It's a lot. But yeah, I think a squad would be fun. You already lost an arm. Cat's been on the desk again. The cat also wants to help with your starter box challenge. Very, very helpful. Why do black and pink when you do tie-dye? Could do that. It's the fun part. Lots of options. I sure do have a Slaanesh Drukhari vibe. A little bit, yeah. A little bit. He's been liberally adding details. Battle damage, yeah. The cat is very good at battle damage and weathering. Very, very good at it. Thorax, welcome in. What's the purple color? So it is Vallejo model color violet and royal purple. Welcome on in. How are you? I do need to kind of try a edge highlight, so I haven't done that yet. I'll probably go up one more highlight, but I just haven't tried one yet. Welcome on in. Plaid's where it's at. Leopard print win? Probably Noise Marines. Yeah. Probably Noise Marines. Good squad to have that on. The conversion cat, right? Thorax, do you have any projects on your table today? What you got? So I've decided to start Emperor's Children. Our community is doing a starter box challenge is what I'm doing. So we've all picked a combat patrol, a boarding patrol, or a Sigmar Vanguard box, and we are painting them for the month of August. We have already started, but if you'd like to join us, that's all in our Discord, which I'll throw here in chat in case anyone wants to join us. And the Discord's also kind of our home away from home, so if you want to come chat in between streams. But I chose the Chaos Space Marine Combat Patrol, and trying to get them done here by the end of the month, and then kind of add on with what I already have, expecting the Codex to come. So that's my plan. Other than that, I've been working on my Tyranids with the release of 10th. So here's some more purple, but some blue. And we've been working on salamanders on commission, so that's what we've got here. Here some of us are still building models. I felt very behind earlier this week, so I tried to get myself caught up. You got this though, Mousebait. Mousebait, did you decide on color scheme for yours? I know some of you were thinking Heresy versus 40k. Fingers crossed nothing already gets invalidated. We'll see, yeah. Again, I'm not too upset about it. If I just need to play them as something else, I can do that too, so. I'm not too worried about it. Not enough to, like, not get started, I guess. We'll figure it out. Is the trim Retributor? It is, yes. It is my go-to gold. It works so nicely. Good eye. Any red? Oh, on these guys? Or... trying to think if I would have red on these. I'm trying to figure out where the rest of our... Because I want to bring in the white that's used with some of the Heresy. Obviously, we need some black. I'm not sure if we'd go red. Good. Master says, I'm thinking going just classic flat red with the gold bronzy trim. Oh my god, gold. Gonna rock the 40k red then. They're gonna look great. I know that. He said, can just play as allied chaos force. Yeah. Or loan as basic chaos marine. Exactly. I just go with... It's kind of like with my Skaven. I like Clan Scryer, but I just play them as Vermintide because I get access to the other stuff. It would be something like that if if we finish everything and I can't take anything. I just play them as Codex Chaos Space Marines, essentially. Let me tell you about our Lord and Savior. Skill 75 Elven Gold. That's what I'm going to be highlighting with. Yep. Red Eye lenses. Everyone has their favorite gold. Oh, yeah. So the other color I do want to bring in, and it'll probably be on like the plasma and stuff, is green. I'm going to pull in some green. So I don't know if that would be eye lenses, or I need to see what, I guess, the normal color for Emperor's Children would be. But yeah, I want to pull in some green. To rock with the purple and the gold. And chaos finds a way, exactly. That's the energy I'm going for here. Even if it doesn't work for the Emperor's Children, I'll still have it and I can still play it in something else. Goes better with the purple. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. So we'll get that worked in. Let's see. Trying to think if there's any other hobby news. We all saw that Epic's being delayed. Which I think makes sense considering we just had 10th. I was a little surprised they had it so close, so. But for those who are excited for, is it Imperialis? I keep calling it Epic, I can't remember the actual name. That has been delayed. Fine with the delay, saving money, yeah. Gives more time to save for box. I'm glad they're doing it. I'm glad they told us. We were in a weird spot there for a while where they didn't want to talk about delays, but I think it helps everyone if you do. Anna first, welcome in. How are you? Hot pink lenses? Well, if we're doing pink on the armor later. Dr. Malcolm's boards your color and unit choices for Chaos Theory. That's what it says. Yeah, because I really, 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 really want it, but I need to get some stuff off the desk first. Maybe push Space Marines and Tyranids up instead. I think that makes sense. I mean, we've seen them do it before where they'll swap things around if they need to, so. I think it makes sense. If they do that, when do you guys think we will see Space Marines then? I wonder if we'll have a reveal stream here in the article today. Because we will have the pre-order article here in, what, a little under an hour? Be a great Christmas thing, IMO. September preview. I think if they need to move things, it makes sense. Because we know they don't like to just not have something. If they can move stuff around, they will. Alright. More gold. Be a new faction chapter. At least one limited edition lieutenant. I don't know about new chapter, but we'll have more Primaris. For sure. Nova? When is Nova, actually? Is that Labor Day weekend? That would make sense. I kind of forgot there was yet another major one coming up. These past 2 weeks of mostly Black Library releases means something is coming up for the next sales quarter. Yeah, I forgot Nova. It's like everything is that weekend. Like that same weekend as ReaperCon, DragonCon. Bunch of stuff that weekend. Honor says I'm currently painting some Infernus Marines for combat patrol things. Let's go. Honor first working on the challenge. Sorry, my eye's watering. Crazy. Every time I pull a Berserker out of this bin, all I can think of, my love for you is like a truck Berserker. Maybe something like Space Wolves or whatever. Well, they don't have their codex for a while. I think it's going to be generic Space Marine stuff. I would love for more of that. I don't know that I would expect it, but it would be cool. It would be cool to see some of the other Space Marine chapters getting stuff. But yeah, their codex isn't for a while. I had better luck building the jackals for some reason. I guess we'll see. We'll see here for what we get for the article here in about 50 minutes. And I miss It's probably with the guy's arm. Yeah. If I had to guess. Everything getting lost together. I got only like 10 Primaris Marines. Not something I pay attention to. Fair. Yeah, so essentially with 10th edition and they had that thing where you're supposed to record your game after playing a game of 10th. Tyranids won, so we got to see all the Tyranids. Now it's time for Primaris Marines. So if they're having to move stuff around, that's a good guess. If they can roll that out. But it would be kind of similar things to what was in the 10th edition box. So, like we got the new Terminators, we got the new Biologists and things like that. And probably. They're all just hiding somewhere. I guess, what do we think the Marines will get? What are we still missing from the Space Marines? Wish list it up, chat. I saw those Space Marine dudes that came in the last box set. With the Necrons from Indomitus. There were some cool Marine kits in there. Sorry, one second. Hey, Trench, welcome in. Premier's Jump Packs. I think that's my first guess. That's kind of the obvious one missing. How are you today? It's Mirror, welcome in. Devastators. Missing the Primaris line. Yep, that's another good shout. Welcome in. I think those are good guesses. No son of hers. Ah, jeez. I just found Amun and Boromir in here, and now I'm sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me get more stuff on the screen. I'd rather not wish list. We got the Johnny 5 Marines recently. They're doing well. They're doing well. I would say something similar to what they're going to retire. Yeah. Things like the speeders and bikes go. But I think they should have something you can have bikes and speeders be. Well, we've already got the Outriders. We've already got Storm Speeders. I think the one that was kind of missing are the jump packs. Most units have replacements done. Yeah. We're kind of to the end of that kind of stuff here. Your battle results influence our release schedule. Release schedule, marketing, text, I mean. NIDS win. More releases this month. Win again. Imperium to send reinforcements. Yeah. I was surprised we didn't see any Marines in the thing with the NIDS. I figured they would show a bit of both, but I was surprised. They did it. Sadie, get out of here. Real talk. These icons will sit on Space Marine backpacks. Should I pin it? I don't know if it's going to stay even with the plastic glue. I don't know if it's worth it. Sorry, Sadie's chewing on stuff. The rules perhaps did too well, but they're straight up G.I. Joe toy level. I mean, a lot of Warhammer is. I mean, a lot of it is. That's part of why we love it, right? Inceptors are jump pack troops. Yeah. Are they really taken? Chat, does anyone take Inceptors? I'm trying to remember if I've seen them in lists. Avian says to pin them. If you really want it, pin it. I can see it being broken. That's true. You do have the kitty cats. Maybe worth it then. Especially if they're already stealing arms and things. Maybe worth it. Great little scoring unit with the 3-inch... Oh, deep strike. Partner says, I want to use them, but I need to build them first. I have 9 in a box. Get your corners behind enemy line. Okay, so maybe more people are taking it than I'm thinking. Phasing out the Rhino chassis vehicles would be the next step. Predators, Whirlwinds, Rhinos, Razorbacks. That one's going to be tough, because a lot of people have those. Scott, can you let Sadie out? She's in here. Can you let Sadie out? She's in here harassing me. Thank you. Hey, Leviathan, welcome in. How are you? Pretty much have to just replace any big sticky out bits. Yeah, I think the Rhino one's going to be tough for a lot of people. People have so many Rhinos and things. That one's going to be tough. The day that those go Legends, it's going to be a fun day on the internet. It'll be a fun day. Gladiator chassis artillery piece would be cool. The Impulsor isn't a Rhino replacement is the problem, too. Yeah, it doesn't, like, directly move over the way that some of the others do, I think. And then, yeah, we've all got a billion Rhinos. I've been better. Work's been tough recently. I'm sorry to hear that. Currently suffering tremors. I hope that it gets better here, Silent Leviathan. Thanks for coming to hobby with us. What are they going to do with the one in front of the Warhammer World? That's true. They just upgrade it. They just build a repulsor around it. So making tiny Marines. Get rid of wonky old kits all you want, but the Rhino, nah, baby, nah. I think that'll be a tough one. Does it have to happen eventually? Probably. Is it going to be tough? Yeah. Yeah. Sisters use Rhinos so they could legend it. I think that seems to be the route they're doing across the board. Is they don't get rid of it, they just legends it. And it sorts itself out, kind of. Alright, I need to get comfy. I need to get settled back in here for more gold shrimp. Buddy's not too subtly trying to hint at dinner time. It's time. He needs food. For the Impulsor, all they need to do is make it to where you can have an upgrade. Missiles, Twin Iron Hill, Shield Drone with 6 transport, or no upgrade and transport 10. Easy. They have to wait for the Thunderhawk transporter to pick it up. There you go. Gravis Lieutenant needs a model. Hey, Alcatraz, welcome in. Says, didn't realize I got a sub last stream. Thanks to whoever. Thank you to our sub gifters. I appreciate it. How are you today, Alcatraz? We are working on my Emperor's Children. So all of those Chaos Space Marines we were building, now we're painting. They are now purple and getting gold. So, they look a little weird right now as we get some more colors on them. But we're getting there. I've decided to start with a Hellbrute and 5 of the Legionaries to get started. Because the batch painting is always where I slow down. So we're going to try and split it up. Five here, 5 a bit later. Get them all done. He has a plushy green football he's trying to show me. That's adorable. I love when Sadie just comes like tearing back here with her toy. It's so cute. It's just hard when like I'm streaming. It's like, okay, I can't do that right now. But it's so cute. Sounds like they went out back to play. Militarum uses the basic chassis for some things, I think. Maybe now they have access to them. I'd love to see regular Rhinos used for troops. I feel like the other one we kind of talked about the other day was Grey Knights. As they don't take a lot of the Primaris. Or they don't take Primaris stuff. They just get like upscaled. So, like, do they just keep all that, or what happens there? And then, yeah, sisters have some of the older vehicles. So it's interesting. Look, Woman Eyes Dragon, yeah. She's so proud of it. To cry some more, welcome in. The trim on Chaos is a nightmare. It is, yeah. How are you? What are you working on at the moment? Unfortunately, I'm a bit of a veteran on Chaos trim. We did a very, very, very large Black Legion commission, so I at least know what I'm getting into, but it doesn't make it any more fun. How are you? I'm just glad I will only have one Helldrake this time, because that was the one that was a nightmare for me, that I just hated doing. So I only have one this time. Ooh, purple towel. Welcome on in. Hope you're also enjoying your purple. Warhammer needs more purple, and we're here to provide. We would totally be down for you throwing Sadie a toy when she brings it. She just gets really loud. And, like, I know I've got where my mic won't peak past a certain point. It bothers me. She's just really loud. Could be interesting, actually. Chaos being out of the tech loop with the Imperium updates. They'd have all the old vehicles. I am definitely a veteran of the long war, yes. Yes. The long, never-ending war of Chaos trim. Thank you, Honorverse. That makes my day. You just want a freaking Carnifex and no one has them? Hopefully here soon, right, Bray? They're pretty good. I think I told you guys. I found a few more. I think I picked some Carnifex up toward the end of when I got burnt out on my nids. So I have those to work on now. I have a Carnifex and an old One-Eye now. Yeah, hopefully they're back in stock here soon. Purple's kind of easy compared to yellow or red. Purple's, yeah, it's, I think the thing that gets a little tough is figuring out how you want to highlight it. Otherwise, purple is pretty fun to play with. I do a bit of a magenta highlight on my Sigmar Slanesh. I think we're going to go more true purple for these boys. How would purple energy on Necrons look? Badass. I've seen a few armies with that, and it looks really good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you could also dip into the magentas if you wanted to, depending on what purple you want. Last Chaos Army paint was for 2nd edition. I figured I could handle the trim again. I hate it. It's a lot. I think knowing that you're getting into it helps. I think that was part of it with the commission, where it's just like, I don't think I realized how much trim it was going to be. It's one of those where you know, but you don't really know until you start. I think understanding that that's just gonna be a fair amount of the project helps. But it's still not the most fun thing to do, no. Definitely not. Magenta and pink, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Probably purely for one... Oh, Void Dragon Head. Found all my battle host guys. Chat, I have a lot of Isengard. How much Isengard are we looking at? Obviously, the challenge is just for the starter box, but how much we got to paint there? I'm gonna go ahead and get the little bullets too over here. Alright, there's another guy. Here's my little gold tally over here. We got 2 more dudes, and then we can pick another color for a little bit. One small stretch, and then we start our last 2. For today, at least. Maybe, while I'm watching Evo, I just knock out gold trim. Maybe that's a good thing to do. Painting the trim on one Heldrake was enough for me. Yeah. Yeah. They're rough. I think that was my least favorite thing to paint in all of the Black Legion was the Heldrake. And I had 2 of them. That was my least favorite. I'm gonna ask chat. Chat, what's your least favorite thing to paint? Is it trim? Is it... For me, I also don't like painting weapons. I think they're really boring. So whenever I get to like bolters and things, I kind of slow down because it's very boring. Heldrake commission adds 50% to the base cost. The price has definitely gone up after those. Yeah. Just for the amount of time they take, yeah. Oh, plasma. I'm so lost on doing it. Rogo says I have a Heldrake from my Emperor's Shoulder that I'm working on. Gold trim. Oh, Ripper Swarms. That's a good one, too. Anything with a dry brush. Wasted Mind. Oh, about 150 Aldari weapons. Wasted Mind. Adding magnets to add to count of things to paint. In the most recent books, there's a dialogue between Call and Gulliman. Call said that they had the Primaris seeds for the traitor legions. Gulliman was against using them because of loyalty questions. Open the door for Chaos Primaris Marines. Let's go. Let's do it. I do love that they can basically use Call for, like, anything. Anything they want to do, just, it goes through him, and it works. The 10th Space Marine. Amy says 120 of anything. Reaper says, I get detail paralysis 100% of the time. I see other people's stuff and it's so simple. I try to do it and it's every little gribbly that needs attention. When I get to that, Reaper, I used to physically write it down. And with larger commissions, I'll still do it. So where it's like, okay, today I need to do all of the bolters. Or I need to do all of the little snack packs on their waist. And I will literally just do that. And that's all I do. Until I can get it off the list. For, my own stuff, I don't normally, write it down. But, sometimes, that's what it takes. So I have to physically, force myself through it. So I don't know if that helps, but I'll share it if it does. Sometimes you just gotta... Shade. I haven't had to for the last few projects. The Black Legion especially. I had to be like, alright. I've got 50 dudes staring at me. Today we're gonna do all of the edge highlighting. And I would sit there and I would knock it out. And that's all I would work on. Just the edge highlighting. So if that helps, I will pass that along. I know that that's not fun, but sometimes batch painting is just not fun. 94 Tyrannus to do. 9 have been done. Sounds about right. For my nids as well. Blame it demanding kitten. Sounds good, Mousebait. Enjoy. We'll be here. As our demanding puppy is prancing around behind me. Sit down and make a list of goals, stretch goals, before I start each session. Help me focus. Yep, that's what I would do for the larger projects and things. Honestly, it's probably how I need to take care of the Bliss Barb archers I've got. I probably need to get them out and put my time into it as well. More here, Goblin number 40 through 45. 46 is a breeze. There's that wall, right? There is that wall that once you get past it, it's okay again. But until then, it's the worst. I understand this wall. So something I should do. I start after I lost. And I didn't do what was the plan. Yeah. If it helps, Monument 2, write it down. Welcome on in. It helps me. But I am a very, like, visual person and a list person, so having to actually physically write it out and being able to physically mark it off helps me. As silly as it sounds, it helps me. Space Marine unit they could preview. Oh, it'd be Assault Termies. I think that one would make sense. Go with what we've got. Hey, Face Story, welcome in. I haven't finished my Leviathan box yet. Me neither. Here, I can help you out. Here's my Screamer Killer with no basing. How are you? All of my big bugs are close, and then I've got my little barb gaunts left. But they're getting there. But yeah, me neither. How are you? I guess which half of Leviathan are you working on? Bugs, or we got Marines? Or both. Could be both. As someone who gets interrupted a lot when painting, having a workflow or a checklist is huge, yeah. I think, especially because I think it was you that mentioned goals. Like, for the end of the week, I want to have this done. I do that still with commissions. So, like, on my planner, it's like, okay, for the salamanders, I want the contemptors done this week. And having it there to, like, refocus myself can be really helpful. I'm being your muse today. Thank you, Avian. I appreciate it. Thanks for hobbying with me. I appreciate it. Take that, Scott. Take that. I haven't started doing basing yet. I'm still working on painting. Just started painting in general. Nice. What fleet scheme? My custom one. This is Hive Fleet Om Nom Nom. So here is my cyclophage. I've kind of gone back to my bugs as my main army for now. They've been a lot of fun to get back to. Unfortunately, I burnt myself out on my bugs like a while back when I was trying to get ready for Adepticon. So getting back to them has been a lot of fun. Here is my Neuro Tyrant. Also need to finish basing. I've got the Screamer Killer I showed you. He needs basing. But then, yeah. Then they'll be good. I already have 1 billion Termagants painted from when I used to play. So I'm just going to try and get the Barb Gaunts together, and then I'm kind of calling it good for now. Until all those new pretty bugs come out, and then I have to decide what I want from that. I just finished my Flyrant last night. Yeah. Doing a Galaxy Starry theme. That sounds really cool for bugs. If you'd like to share what you're working on, we do have our Discord. I'll throw that in there. The Discord is where we kind of hang out in between streams. We share hobby news, if you want to share what you're working on. For those of us doing the starter box challenge, that's all in there. So feel free to come join us if you'd like. That's a shame. Lists are running 2 billion Termagants. They can run them all they want. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I used to. I used to have Termagants and Tervagons. I've got like 4 Tervagons, so I used to do it. I can't do it anymore. Now I like just the big bugs. As many big bugs as I can put in a list. So I like to take the Flyrant. I like to take my Tyrannifex. I'm taking Carnifexes more now, because they are just little wrecking balls with their crushing claws. I used to take a lot of Gene Stealers. They're not as great this edition, so I don't know if I'm going to keep them or not. Even Scott recreating Pacific Rim, that's right. Well, that's right. You know, the bugs did pretty well against the Knights. I was pretty proud of myself. For all the people complaining about Knights, we actually did figure out we were doing some of the objectives incorrectly. Or the My synapse with the battle shock. I should have won that game. But it's all good. It was still a really, really close one. So I'm proud of myself. Has anyone else been playing some more 10th? What do we think, chat? Get some more games in. Avian, thank you so much for the bits. It's always fun to see how she's gonna say it. Thank you, I appreciate it. We like big bugs. Unless it is that old one, I can't lead a screamer killer. I know, I was very confused when I was building my list. It's like, well, wait, why can't I... why can't he go with him? I thought it was weird, too. Paranoia, welcome in. How are you? We got purpley boys. How's your weekend? This is my starter box challenge. Purple boys. Trying to get all of our gold trim. I might need to step away for just a second, because my nose is being dumb. I don't know what allergies blew in or what, but I'm suffering today. So let me take a really quick be right back, and then we'll be back to our purple boys. I will be back in just a moment. Mouse bait, I see you. I see you. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully later I won't be suffering. And welcome back, Mouse bait. I think the young cats were out really fast on playing. Did they do... Okay, so here's what Sadie does. She goes, like, super hard, and then she'll just crash super hard. Is it the same for the kitties? For 500 points, 3 Carnifex are a powerful army for killing. Yeah. I throw the crushing claws on, and I just charge them up the board. And they did some serious work for me against the knights. Which is fun. I didn't used to take the Carnifex regularly. I think I probably will be this edition. They do some serious work. They go full tilt for maybe 10 minutes and then crash. Yep, Sadie's the same. Sadie is the same. Aw, crazy! Thank you so much for that sub. For 19 months of support. Oh my goodness. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for the sub. Hey, Leandra, welcome in. Can't wait to see them completed. Thank you so much. How are you today? Me too. I'm excited to get this little force together. And I hope I can find a highlight color I really like for them here. How are you? Welcome in. They can have the zoomies too for a long time. See, me trying to sleep last night. I think we're lucky there. Sadie gets up early, but once she's out, she's out. So. It's just, she likes to get up a little earlier than we would like. Like a little kid. I run claws and guns. I like the extra bit of damage I'll get off the board. I probably need... Oh, hold on. Get it? Get it? I see what you did there. Thank you, Mouseby, for the bits. I appreciate it. I like that Sadie barked right as that went through, too. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sarkarius, hello. How are you? What you up to this weekend? I think I like to do things that are, like, really geared, like, toward melee or toward ranged. So I tend to dump a bunch of stuff into, like, the terrain effects and the big shooty stuff. And then I'll just put, like, all the melee on the on my melee duders. Let's see. Good. Might go paint. Ooh, Space Wolves in a bit. What have you got for the wolves? Wolves are my first army. I think I'm probably going to wait till the codex to paint some more, but what you got for your wolves? Apparently Ragnar's doing real well, and that makes me happy. I hope that, I hope it stays that way until I get to play. Great timing, Sadie. Yeah, Sadie's real good at that. Silly puppy. With that sub, reminder that we do have a sub Sunday that you guys unlocked, or a bonus stream. If you guys want to vote on what we work on, exclamation vote, and I will get it on the schedule. We have a couple different 40k armies, some Malifaux, and Kingdom Death. So those are the options we're looking at this time. If we do the pinup, this is the one that Wasted Mind picked out. So we have the, it's called the Dung Ball. So it's for the Dung Beetle Knight. But it's one of the pinups. Is she very cute? She's very cute. Otherwise, we've got a few different 40k armies, Malifaux, and Titanicus. So make sure your vote is in. Grace says, I'm good. Having a dinner break. Getting back to paint. I was wondering if you were working on Heresy. Sounds like yes. Okay. We're still blood angeling it up then. You are tearing through all of those, which is awesome. Yeah, for anyone just now coming in, what hobby have we got this weekend, chat? What are we working on? Posted the Isengard in the Discord. Even made a thread and everything. Look at that. You're all official. Thanks for coming to join us. It'll be fun. Get all the Isengard. Alright. I never remember how I want to do this. I guess the claws will go gold. Ah, yes, dung beetles and lewd women crossovers. As I said, had to go full. Sorry, guys. I think I want to do a Malifaux YouTube stream. I haven't decided. I do want to work on more of my Malifaux. I got that Wake the Dead box. Honor first picked that up for me. Thank you again. They're really pretty, and I want to get them started. Chat, please. Kingdom Death pinup. Wasting mine here, begging for votes. Ludba is winning by a lot. Thank you for the update. I appreciate it. Just look at stream clips to see why Kingdom Death pinup. True. Wasted mine sniped. A throne gift. To put Ludba on the list. It was pretty epic. Oh gosh, we're down to our last boy. We're getting there. Oh shit. Okay. Another small stretch. Avian says, thanks, Nikki. All the models are now primed via tank brush. Some are even painted in coal black. Let's go. I still want to see you paint Wake the Dead. I think it's so much fun. What era Malifaux? This is a 3rd ed stuff. I think it's a 3rd ed kit. Reject Ludba, embrace the God Machine. Son of Horus making another plea to chat. I've had some of the old metal gremlins have been unpainted since release. Yeah, newer stuff than that. Paranoia says, I just found out there are pens writing small details for Gundam models, literally called Gundam pens. I'm gonna get a couple to use for my projects. That'll be nice. Are they like the Micron pens? Or a little different? The Gunpla community has a lot of really nice hobby stuff. Kind of like how we stole the sanding sticks. I stole that from watching the Gunpla guys work. Wasted Mind kind of asked for it. He got it. Oh Lord, might have to call a mercy rule. Amazing. Chat coming out in support. I love it. We love to see it. Is that Torp? Welcome on in. If I goof that up, please let me know. How we doing? We are painting some Emperor's Children, which unfortunately at this stage is a lot of gold trim. But we're getting through it. How are you? Lots and lots of gold trim. These seem similar to the Micron. That makes sense. They're very similar to the Micron pens. That's so helpful for some of those really tiny details. Well, good. I'm glad you found them, Paranoia. I hope that is exactly what you're looking for. Nikki looking at... What is this emote from? Okay. Look at Gumbo like, mine? Mine? I see that. I'm Imperial. Why are you painting such foul traitor, sister? Well, to be fair, I have many armies. So my first army was Space Wolves. And then I also have Tyranids. And I've also got Eldar. So I'm all over the board. What do you have for armies? I mean, it's just as like the Micron pens. I guess you could matte coat it afterwards. Yeah, that would be the what I would ooh. Make sure it dries completely before you do that. Because I watched a poor streamer friend do work with a pen and then it bleed everywhere. And it was tragic. You remember the Waveser pen did back in the day? I did the panel lining with the Micron pen. The Goddamn tools are great, but spendy AF. Do they seem worth the cost? I've heard people say that they seem like they'll break easily. That's what I've heard, Son of Horse, is that they are a little bit more fragile, and that's why I have not picked up any to like try out. For now, Dark Angels. If I talk about armies I've built, I'm in trouble. All good. You're among friends here. You're among friends here. Welcome in. In addition to my 40k, I've also got Skaven, Slanesh, and now Seraphon for Sigmar. I've got some Titanicus. I've got Malifaux. I've got Kingdom Death. You are among friends. Let's see, Crazy started painting. Ooh, the 8 bounds. What do we think, Crazy, so far? How is that kit? Among friends, we don't stab each other in the back for the lulz. Yeah, no. No, who would do that, wasted mind? Who would do that? I want to put him in the resin bath like today now, honestly. Feeling motivated. I want to get him together. 10th edition being so fun has helped my hobby motivations so much. I wanna work on all the things. It's nice. It's nice. 40k Classic, least 2,500 points. Blood Angels, Iron Warriors, Alpha Legion, Imperial Fist, Dark Angels for now, and then Space Wolves. Horus you get Alpha Legion and Iron Warriors at 3k points. Also 40k, 5k points of Orcs. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Crazy says, the kit is good, but I will have to paint 8 kits. Oh, of course. Yeah, of course you do. One of us. One of us. Dam says, if you're using nippers for larger stuff or metal, I recommend something else. But the God Hand offering does cut amazingly flush to the sprue. So maybe get it off the sprue and then switch over. Potentially. I stopped counting my orcs. I need to repoint my stuff. Because I had a points for my wolves. But I basically threw out a lot of my firstborn stuff. Because I was never going to use it. And then I added a bunch of Primaris. So I have no idea where I'm at right now for my wolves. I need to get them out and get points. I have no idea what they are. Same with my bugs. I have no idea what my bugs are. Should do that. Let's see, Age of Sigmar, we got 5k of Caradron. Yep, I think a lot of us in that same boat. It's also been 18 years since I began. That sounds like a lot of fun projects. Welcome on in. I think we've all got similar similar amounts of projects, I would say. We're all collectors here. Don't try to heft them through the big connectors for tank panels, but okay for normal stuff. That's what it sounds like. Same with my bugs too. They're my most complete army. I would say my space wolves are still probably my most complete, but the bugs are probably right behind them. Yeah. Because the wolves, I just need to finish my storm wolf, and my wolfen need a few more details. I just really don't like working on them, and then they're good to go. The God Hand chisel bits are, though, huge recommend. If anyone's looking. I'd say any clippers, to be honest. Save them for thinner stuff you want flush. So, saw the larger pieces. Use cheap cutters. Don't use the plastic cutters for metal. Yeah. I think the best advice I can still give is if you're trying to get as flush as you can, or you're worried about maybe a smaller piece, getting it off the sprue. Getting that pressure off the sprue to like a smaller piece, and then getting it as flush as you can. Really helps while I'm building. I have custodians, but there may be less than 900 points. Army in progress. Combat patrol. There we go. Charming Leaky Cheese. I bought micro chisels from Micromark, and they're so nice. Chisels are amazing. Then just sand them. I was gonna say, I feel like when I'm doing as flush as I can, I will do the clippers and then do the sanding. Those little sanding sticks are probably my favorite thing to use. Since slowing down the mini purchasing, I've acquired a large collection of small tools. It's a real problem. It's to help you finish the other minis. I was doing really well with not spending, but then I caught obviously I did this for the challenge. And then a bust came out that I liked. I try to keep my hobby money for smaller producers. So like Games Workshop, I don't mind waiting a little bit. But if it's a company that does busts or smaller runs of stuff, that's when I'll save money for those. That's helped me out a lot. Wasted Mind says, Baldur's Gate 3 giving me further excuses to not paint Eldari. Meaning I don't have to paint my knights. I've got a new knight coming. What have I done? You can do like Scott. Get a little progress in. Baldur's Gate while it dries. Back and forth. I think Scott's got the system. Mine's gonna be working while I watch Evo today. Honestly, don't feel bad. Seriously. Everyone with a hobby does this. Yeah. Quilters with fabric and thread. Crochet and knitters with yarn. Guilty. Scrapbookers with papers and stamps. It's really any hobby. Yeah. It is what you enjoy. Of course you're going to buy some. I think the only thing is making sure you can also take care of yourself. Make sure everything, food, roof overhead. Once that's all good. I only say that because I've seen some, I guess, unhealthy patterns on the old socials. As long as you're taking care of yourself, yeah. Yep, I know it sounds preachy, but in case anyone needs to hear it, make sure you take care of yourself. It's rough right now with inflation and everything else, so don't let the old FOMO win. Half a garage filled with car parts, yep. All the tools for all that. Let's see, I just started a month before the release of 10th. Okay, so I'm honestly still learning everything. Gotcha. If you have any questions at all, please let us know. We're happy to help. I can say that I didn't play a lot of Ninth. I didn't enjoy Ninth Edition. So there are things that I am also kind of catching up on. And chat's been super duper helpful. So thank you everyone for helping with... I know especially when I was trying to get loadouts for these guys. You guys are super helpful, so thank you. Between new army and not really playing Ninth, I was a little lost there. So I appreciate it. Bug Gang, hello! You come in for Trim of Doom? How are you today? Welcome in. Who needs a blanket? I've got a bunch of Legends Marines I can use to keep myself warm at night. Let's see. Massway says, my youngest son has 2 project cars already and his motorcycle. He took over the shed, basically. It takes a lot of space. When we had that old pickup that we initially wanted to restore, that was our whole garage, so I understand. It's got to go somewhere. What you up to this weekend, Bug King? I am starting our starter box challenge. So that's what all this is. I'm trying to get caught up to some of the people in Discord because they're cruising along. I'm the one behind this time. So I picked out the Hellbrute, and I've got 5 of our 10 Legionaries. I'm going to try and get some of this batch painting done early so I don't lose steam later. Try and get this silly trim all done. I think other than, because I never remember how I want to do the, like the balls on the backpack. Other than that, we're almost done with gold. I think we can safely swap to something else for a bit. Sold my Nightmare Mopar project because parts are as rare as hen's teeth due to Mopar guys being weird hoarders. They out-collected us. I just finished with work a few hours ago. Be going to sleep when I can. Sounds good. Of course you chose the Chaos Starter Box and all the trim. I know. I don't know why I do this to myself. Close Game, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming in. We are working on my Emperor's Children. Our community is doing a starter box challenge, and this is what I picked for mine. How was your stream? What were you up to today? Let me show you what all I've got. So we've got 5 Legionaries to start with. We'll have 10 total. And then I decided to go with the Hellbrute. And for the challenge, I'm going to do the Plasma, because it looks cool. And the big ol' hammer, because Scorch Panda wanted me to work on the hammer. So we're going to do that. And I think that's the actual Combat Patrol loadout, so it's perfect. But that's what we got. Let's see, I finished another, Eldari jet bike. 1 more to go, and that unit of 3 will be complete. Chat, you know what to do. Let's go share that love back. Go check out that stream. Thank you so much, Close Game, for that raid. I appreciate it. Glad those jet bikes are getting done. Finish unit hype. That's super exciting. Close Game has some lovely Eldar. Go check them out. Hello, Timothy. I'm doing well. How are ya? We're getting gold trim done today. Thank you, everyone, for the company while we do it. Mopar and VW guys are so strange, sitting on valuable parts they'll never use. But one day, they might. That's what they're banking on. I don't know. I feel like that's another one, like Mousebait said, where a lot of the hobbies probably have that. I think we've all got those boxes that we may not get to for a long time or ever. Nails and Slashy Spookerton Marines looking nice. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Dragon, let's welcome in. The gold against the purple is clean. Thank you. How are ya? Yeah, I decided to go more Heresy purple for the Emperor's Children. In general, I prefer the Heresy colors. And the pink is a lot. So I'm glad it works really well with this gold. How are you? Is there anything you're working on? It says, oh, that's right, boys' weekend. Listening to their babies scream. I scream inside. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry everyone's screaming. What does the rest of the scheme look like? That is a good question. I'm kind of winging it. So I know that we need probably 1 more highlight. which I think we're going to go with this. So when I tried... Okay, article's up. We'll do that here in just a moment. I have Slanesh for Age of Sigmar as well, and I highlighted up to like a magenta, and I think it works really well on the cloth and stuff for them. It doesn't work quite as well on the power armor, so I think we're going to stick to a more true purple. So I picked this out to try it, but that'll be for our edge highlights and things. We're going to go with, there's a lot of like skin fleshy colors, so I'm actually bringing in from Sigmar side on that too. We're going to rock the Bugman's Glow, which will actually turn out looking kind of like what we did for Slenderman. Probably bring in a few more highlights for this though. We're going to work in some green and some white somewhere, because that's another part of kind of their color scheme. So that's, yeah, Bug King. He is a creepy model. I want to add some stripes for his socks and his arms. And I need to figure out the mask head area, and then we'll get him wrapped up. But he is super spoopy, and I love him. Thank you. He was fun. Dragonless says, it's looking great. I've been painting Black Legion. I know the trim painting struggle. You're right there with me then. I'm sorry. All right, let's take a look. We have Sunday preview, celebrate Middle Earth with a made-to-order diorama. Let me hop over there. I think Scott and I were actually talking about this diorama and wondering when it was coming. Is this the one we saw? Yeah. Okay. Let me get set up here. Window capture. Alright, so here is our article for the week. We've got Sunday preview, celebrate Middle Earth with a made-to-order diorama. And here it is. Get off the road, made to order. So you saw this a while back. Originally revealed at Warhammer Fest 2023, Get Off the Road is a celebration of one of the most recognizable scenes from Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring. Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin cower in a hollow beneath the roots of an ancient tree as a ringwraith stalks nearby, sensing the presence of the One Ring, which Frodo is dangerously close to putting on. So that will be available, made to order. Okay, so there's where the base all comes together. That is a hefty base. Thick base. That'll be really nice for painting though. It's split up nicely. Highly detailed resin diorama display comes apart for easy painting. The ringwraith is mounted on a gaming base for use in Middle-earth strategy battle game. Diorama is a treat for painters of all abilities. Be available on a made-to-order basis starting on Saturday, the 12th of August, until 8 a.m. on Monday, the 21st of August. Please note this is a made-to-order product. Delivery can take up to 180 days. Alternatively, it can be available to buy at Warhammer World on the 12th of August. We've also got Blood Bowl. As I say ew to its name, bile rot vomit flesh. But look, we got a little nurgling parrot. How cute. Oh, it's so gross. Well, Vomit Flesh was on track to becoming one of Blood Bowl's biggest stars before he let parties and excess get in his way. Down on his luck and riddled with infection, Nurgle took pity on him and transformed it into bile rot vomit flesh. Now a noxious wrecking ball of a player, Bile Rot can be hired by any favored of Nurgle team, drenching opposing players in a stream of vomit that is disgusting as it sounds. Thankfully, he redeems himself time and time again thanks to the delightful Nurgling resting on his shoulder. That's so gross. We also got White Dwarf 491. We head deeper into the bunker this month's White Dwarf as the studio carry on their Combat Patrol League and present readers with a new mission for 40k and Age of Sigmar, framework for a month-long Warhammer Underworlds League. The rest of the magazine is packed full of amazing content, including Warcry rules for the Quester Soulsworn, Royal Beast Players, a dedicated section on creating Tau Seps, and words of wisdom from the studio covering a variety of topics. Greedy, thank you so much for that sub for 56 months of support. How was your weekend? Thank you, thank you. We're going through the preview article right now. Black Library, we've got Realm Slayer, Legend of the Doom Seeker, limited edition. It's a pretty cover. After swearing an oath to die in battle, Gotrek Garnison somehow managed to live through the death of the world that was. Thrust into the Age of Sigmar, his oath is now in tatters. His companion Felix is lost. Chaos is in ascendancy. In a world so alien to him, Gotrek is presented with a singular thread of hope. The God King Sigmar reforges worthy souls into Stormcast Eternals. So surely, Felix must be amongst them. Here's more fancy details. Let's see. Was the audio drama that brought Gotrek into the mortal realms, now released as an edited novel format for the first time. This limited edition is numbered and signed by the author, and a foreword by David Geimer. Presented the die-cast emblem on the cloth cover. This hardy tome also features a leather effect spine, orange page edges, interior artwork of Gotrek, and an golden-orange ribbon bookmark. Included in the short story One Untended. This edition is limited to 1,250 copies, so act fast to fulfill your oath. We also have Godsbane. Lumineth lore seeker Lena Evanfall is pulled from his scholarly pursuits into the world of warring armies, betrayal, and bloodshed as knowledge of a weapon with the power to kill a deity comes to light. Discover this tale of political machinations as trusted allies and insidious cults all vie for the control of a powerful artifact in Godsbane by Dale Lucas. Pre-order and paperback next week. Hunt for Voldorius as an ebook. Warhammer Plus, we just have a battle report. Alright, we have a special edition dedicated to the Sons of Rust. Where my Space Wolf players at? Cool custom narrative scenario. 2 small hunting packs composed of the mightiest heroes of the chapter are on the hunt for a vile tyrannid known as the Fellworm. Tune in and find out which pack takes the most heads. Warhammer community, we have a special reveal on Monday, alongside a route around inside the contents of White Dwarf 491. More news on the End of the Death, Volume 3. Top tier Warhammer articles for you to read with your drink of choice. Alright, chat. That's what we've got. We've got Blood Bowl and Middle Earth. What's everyone gonna pick up? Who is excited for what? I love this little nerdling, but this name is... Please don't make me read that anymore. I do like how this comes apart too. This is really nice to work on. Yeah, this was definitely supposed to be epic. Well, we've done some shuffling, I would imagine. But yeah, these will be up for pre-order this next weekend, if you're unfamiliar with the articles that we do here. So Friday usually for Forge World, Saturday for Games Workshop. Let me catch up on chat. Excuse me. Minutes of content. That's right. Get all your minutes. Been ignoring Warhammer Plus for almost a year. Went back, saw enough content to last a day or so. That's it. Yeah. I think I'm annoyed with the app having to be part of all of that. Because like I would use the app, but I wouldn't use anything else. And I don't think it's worth the money to just have the app. There are other ways I can build a list. So them trying to like package them together. And like everyone on Twitter is like, well, if you have Warhammer Plus, like it's already included. I'm like, I don't want any of that. Not interested in any of that. It is one of the pre-order articles of all time. Yep. When are the new rats? So they were supposed to be pre-order yesterday, but I didn't see them either. Like on the page, I had to actually dig into the pre-order. So I don't think they made the front page. Sly, welcome back. How are you? How was your holiday? Welcome, welcome. I should unsub from their Twitch too. It's not really doing anything. Throwing it to a smaller streamer. If you're not using the emotes and things. Oh, there we go. There's the link. But yeah, I had to dig. So there is the link. They're too sneaky for pre-order. That's what it is. Yeah. Too sneaky. Because I think I went to the main page and then to like pre-orders and they weren't there. I had to actually go into, like Scott had, the box games pre-orders. Or like into Underworlds. The battle are okay to watch from time to time. Though they're heavily edited, the outcome is never in question. Every now and then a gem gets released, like Iron Within. Yeah. I think the ones I've been interested in for like battle reps is they do either the army that's about to come out or hasn't come out just yet. But even then, they're going to showcase the new stuff. When they do, like, I think it was a Christmas one people said was really fun. I think those like special ones would be worth it. But that's what we got. Which means we're back to gold trim. I want to make sure I didn't miss this. Greedy, how's your weekend? What you up to? I know I was in reading mode, so I wanted to go back. Here's what we've got. We have so much gold. Yay, gold trim. You just missed it, Greedy. Though I guess we could do more. I want to get some of the skin tones started. That's I think what I want next. They're in a weird spot with only a couple colors, so let's keep on cruising and get some more colors on here. I know, thinking that article will take nearly enough time. There should be way more things for pre-order. Please more things to pre-order. I'm gonna start with his arms because they're a little easier. Just getting knocked out. Weekend was alright. My daughter's birthday was last Thursday, so celebrating a 7-year-old. Happy birthday. It's a little greedy. That's exciting. Almost as exciting as gold trim. Almost. Well, good. Sounds like a weekend. Glad to hear it. What's everyone else got for the rest of the weekend here? It was black on dark green robes for the chaplain. Would I be giving grief for going ivory on the robes? I wouldn't think so. My actual answer is, it's your toy. What would you like to paint it? That's my actual answer. It is your toy. And you should paint it what you want. Also gold trim. I think ivory looks better. I think having those like little bits where you can add some color contrast. Always a good shout. I think I'm with mouse bait. If it were me, yeah, I'd add some more contrast. Some ivory. If they were smart, they would include a year of Warhammer Plus free with cumulative purchase of X dollars. Per direct from the web store, Apple gives a free year of their service with purchase of hardware. Many places have reward systems. Like thinking through that as you say it. I think in their mind, they don't have to. It's part of it. Like they are the big dog. They are. Why would I offer freebies when people are paying for them anyway? Not that I want them to take business from local stores, but if they're smart, yeah, that's always a thing too. Is if you push more people to direct, you then lose local stores. It's definitely interesting. Thinking through some of that. Close Game says there's always going to be purists and griefers out there. Ignore them. They're not worth your time. Pay what you like. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you are someone who likes everything to be very lore accurate, then that's going to be up to you. And if you think that makes sense. But I'm going to say, yeah, paint your toy how you want. GW doesn't view Warhammer Plus and digital offerings as a loss leader, which is how other companies view them. Yeah. They would potentially be pushing more direct business at a higher profit margin. Yeah, they would. But then you have the locals. You have all your distributors and things. I don't know. It's interesting. I really hate. I think my other argument is like, if more people can build a list easily, more people are more likely to pick up your stuff. Like, if I finish a game, and I was like, okay, well, I want to add some stuff to my army. If I can easily go to the app and see what I want to add, I'm way more likely to go buy that product. I do think the app should be free. Because it just leads to more sales. There's no reason not to. The anniversary of Warhammer Plus is coming up soon. Curious what the next models will be. I don't even have a guess. Do we have any guesses what we think they would do for Warhammer Plus models? Chat? I kind of like what they did with the Chaos Termi. Having it kind of like a based on artwork type thing. I thought that was neat, even though I didn't care for that model. I liked the idea of it. Hey boss, welcome in. Do you have something planned for the bases? I can't think of something for Bruce Children. So my Sigmar stuff is on like yellow sand bases, and I will probably just copy that over. Just so that all of my Slanesh stuff is together. How are you? Plus the yellow sand with the purple works pretty well. But that was my plan. Naslo says, I kind of want to do an orc army. Orcs see my level of strategy. Artwork-based models good. Yeah, I think those are kind of my favorite, Paranoia. And I think a Warhammer Plus type is a good place to do that. Anniversary type model. Wait, you can apparently pre-order your next one? We don't know what they are, though. Do we? Did we miss something? Ian Eldari. Close Game says, lore accurate's fun to a certain extent. I'm painting my Eldari as I like to, adding freehand pattern to armored vehicles, changing up colors. The armor of the Aspect Warriors. My Dark Reapers are bone colored. When I get some Banshees, they're going to be black or Incubi Darkness. Go with your gut. Your army's going to be unique, making conversation starter. Yeah. It is, they're your toys, and you're going to be working on them for a while. So, do what you want to do. Best guess is a Space Marine Captain for 40k. Seraphon, someone for Sigmar. Storm Andreas, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in. We're talking Warhammer Plus as you come in, and what models we think they will do. And then I am working on Emperor's Children. How was your stream? Tell me all about it. What do we have today? Coming in with a quack. Layla, hello. Storm Andreas, hello. How we doing? If you pick one, oh, that's available. I can't recall. Walk me through it. And so they'd send it when my sub were nude or whatever. Oh, okay. Why would you pre-order what you don't know what it is? I've got the 40k ones over the Sigmar. It's because I thought they looked cooler. Mystery box? Oh gosh, could you imagine if they threw in mystery boxes as well? Space Unicorn, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, if you guys have any guesses for Warhammer Plus, let us know. We're just guessing, wish listing. I mentioned that I like the ones that are based on art. I think that's a fun thing to do for like an anniversary type model. Doing good. My back hurts because I sit like shit when building. Oh no, are you shrimping with me? Are you a shrimp as well? Storm Andreas says, "That's good. Very sleepy today. Running on 2.5 hours of sleep. Ooh, got the Barbcon's Carapace fully based and starting on the patterning. Let's go. Sounds like productive, if even sleepy. So that's good. Welcome in, everybody. I'm trying to get all kind of the basic stuff for the Emperor's Children today before we get to the more fun. Edge highlighting's not fun either, but adding a few more highlights and things. Before we get to that stage, I gotta get base coats and stuff down. So doing that. Shrimping. Yeah, I am the shrimpiest of shrimp. It's the best descriptor for it. Warhammer Plus feels like such a ripoff. It sucks that they're going to put the app and Warhammer Plus in a one package deal. Time to find alternatives, yep. I usually use Battlescribe. I don't know if everything is now up to date, but they do have the Space Marine gacha. It's true. It's true. Don't give in. You're a duck. You're a shrimp and a duck. They do send the Warhammer Plus minis to come right. Oh, Career of John Blanche. That'd be a cool... Oh, that'd be a cool mini. A very Blanche-inspired. Like, really push the style. That would be neat. Obviously, there are some minis already based on art, but that's a cool idea. I like that. I'm gonna throw that toward the top of my wish list. That's a good idea. A shrimp duck sounds disturbing AF. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. That's okay though. You can be whatever you want to be in here. I don't think Warhammer Plus is a ripoff. $40 model, $60 annual cost content. Only Netflix is cheaper me per year because it's included my T-Mobile plan. I can say I'm just straight up not interested in a lot of it. I think it would be, yeah, like I mentioned, if they had like a special battle report, potentially, but like animated stuff, there's not enough of it. I just want the app, and I'm not willing to pay that amount for just the app that I honestly think should be free anyway. Because I'm more likely to buy more things. Caddis, thank you so much for that sub. For 32 months of support. I swear I've been here since the very start of stream. It's all good. How are ya? Thank you for coming and spending part of your Sunday with us. I appreciate it. With that sub, a reminder, we did unlock a bonus stream. If you guys would like to vote, if you're coming in now, !vote. We've got several 40k armies. We've got Malifaux, Titanicus, and I think this is still in the lead, a Kingdom Death pinup that Wasted Mind chose. So, those are your options. Make sure you get in there and we will get it on the calendar. The model should be sold on their own after the Year of Warhammer Plus exclusivity is up. I would agree with that too. I like some of the content. I go back and watch it if I liked it enough. That's fair. Yeah, I think it comes down to how important some of that content is to you. To me, it's nothing. For me, Warhammer Plus is just the model. Doesn't buy everything we can't already get either. The fact they took semi-vital tools like army builders behind the subscription is a massive turnoff rather than an incentive. I think the other thing that bothers me with the app is it doesn't have things that free apps do. And if you're asking for me to pay something, it needs to do what the free one is doing better. And it doesn't. And that's a big sticking point for me. If it all works and I get the view that I want, I am more likely to shell out the dollars. But Battlescribe's been around forever, and I still can't get the views in the official app that I want from it. So very nice. Says, I'll admit I've watched the Himmelcar, Hammer, and Bolter about 3 times now, and it still amuses me. You can ask someone to buy it with a sub to buy it for you. Yeah, you have the option to buy the other model released. It's just, I don't know. Once the exclusive period up, I do think they should be available. Like, cash in on the FOMO. There's always going to be the people that want it first, or right away. But then making them available would be nice. Or maybe at the end of the year, it's a made-to-order thing or something. It's the FOMO stuff that gets me. Ludwa is 13 of 21 votes. Jesus. Chat knows what they want. I respect it. Also, she's very cute, so I get it. She's very cute. Okay, well, I guess I need to get her built this week. I am very much not surprised by the winning option. I thought it'd be a little closer, but no. Sounds like the Lucius plan has worked. Wasted Mind. It might work. It's not a designed app still. And I won't pay a monthly fee for that app, yeah. You're great, chat. Even those who are stabbing me in the back by not voting for Lupa. Operation Purple. Get it now, or you have to wait 3, 6, or maybe even 9 months. Yeah, I don't know. That's my opinions. Obviously, if you get more out of it, then enjoy. But when Will goes and starts becoming a meme about a model, everyone's gonna counter meme him. Yep. Yep. It is cool. We'll work on this at some point. I fell for the hype and subscribed to the first year of Warhammer Plus. I still have the boxed and foil wrapped Assassin mini from that year. I doubt I'll ever paint it. 10 years I'll sell it for a small fortune on eBay or something. Honestly, Warhammer Plus does not have anywhere near the content to justify the cost of it. I feel like, obviously with Louise leaving as well, you're now not getting the masterclass stuff. So I'm kind of waiting to see what they do about that. If they do anything. So it feels like you're actively losing content. Because I don't think, I think it's been a few weeks since like Lore Master stuff too. I don't know. I feel like you're losing content. Let's see. Wastebind says, ordered iced coffee. Splash of cream. Did they dump the entire carton of cream? Is it one of those where you got it back and you're like, this isn't right? Layla says, I now have 6 Prime Marines. Gonna kill my back even more now. As long as you get a stretch break. Promise me you'll take a stretch break. That helps me. When I have a long day. Get up for that stretch. It's funny how cats teach each other things. Now our 2 once outside cats who don't really meow. Meow loudly because of Felix teaching them. Great. Great. Oh, thank you for the lyric, Storm Andreas. If anyone missed the raid, make sure to give a follow to Storm Andreas. Go check out those barb gaunts. Thank you again. Feels like GW's passing the cost of creating the digital platform onto the consumer at startup, rather than make the platform worth the entry fee. Hopefully they're filming. I hope so, Ghost Hawks. It's, yeah, every time we get the little update at the end of the pre-order article, I'm like, okay, what are they doing? What's the plan here? So I guess we'll see. Alarmist is still going with Alex, not Wade. I feel like I haven't seen it on the article thingy. But if their, like, schedule is just different, then... Because I know it takes time to obviously get all that stuff together. I just hadn't seen it. It feels like Battle Report's just kind of carrying it along at this point. Going back to the interview with a certain ex-GW product designer, it's a constant tug of war between the people making 40K, whoever's running the finances. I guarantee the people making this stuff would love to have the army builder be free. Oh yeah, no, I would imagine people who are closer to, I guess, consumer side probably agree, but unfortunately, that doesn't matter if that's not the decision being made. So I know that you're probably right, but yeah, I'm not gonna pay for just the app when I can get that somewhere else. That's a lot of cables. I'm wondering how much of that. Let's just go ahead and base it in the skin. That way, if it's in between cables, we're still covered. It's pretty grody in here. Pretty grody. I just want the Warhammer Plus content to tell me, oh, if I've watched something already. That sounds like a good feature to add, yeah. You have no interest in the battle reports. Mine would still be like new armies and stuff. I wouldn't probably watch it on the regular, but let's say Emperor's Children do come out. Getting to watch a first battle rep with them. Even understanding that they're probably gonna try and showcase the new army more. It's still like a cool way to see the new stuff. A little early. Hey, just Snowy, welcome in. What purple is this? This is Violet from Vallejo Model Color and Royal Purple. So it's easier to see on the help route. But we do, the camera is killing my fade a little bit. But yeah, you can see the violet is a little bit more blue, and then I've got the royal purple as a highlight. And then I'm going to pick out one more edge highlight. I think we're going to go with the Cacophony Purple, but I haven't tried it just yet. How are you? Welcome on in. I guess we could try it like right now. Let's try it. Hope they convince the financial department that Free Army Builder convinces people to theory craft and buy new armies. Yep. That's exactly what my argument would be. If you make it easy for me to figure out what to spend my money on, I'm more likely to spend that money. They can make it functional by providing a yes. Mouse bait. Yes. Add your army to cart. Hey, I see you have this army. You know what goes really well with all this? Some possessed. You want to throw that in your cart? There's a link. It seems like it's so easy. If you're all tied to your Warhammer Plus account, you can add it to your cart. It seems so obvious. Colors Wild, thank you. I'm okay, just taking a break from painting. Ooh, Durthu, welcome in. And yeah, no worries at all. If you have any other questions, let us know. Sorry, we're, I don't know what the right word would be. Ranting? Venting a little bit about Warhammer Plus at the moment. You know what? I kind of like this highlight. I think this might work. It's definitely better than the magenta I had. I think we'll do it on this help route and go from there. Give suggestions for expansions, for points. This could turn very dangerous. But yeah, no, that's exactly the argument I would give. Hey, Gathera, welcome in. Possessed is a Death Guard Legends. Could be better yet. Warhammer Plus on the app, yeah. Soon we'll be visiting Jibba going, hey, you still working on that Space Marine army? Would you like to see the new unit? Yeah. It's going to be the new, hey, you left something in your cart. Hey, I saw you're working on this army. You need anything? You know what you need? A drum kit. The back of the Dreadnought. The Demonette living their best life. Sorry. Monster's not cutting it. Let me get some water. Would be fun, Avian. More of those types of models, please. To go with the Noise Marines. Set Smears. Ought to welcome in. Bit empty right now. Should have a new series coming out this summer. Still yet to come. Let's hope at least tomorrow they announce the third year minis. I'm excited to see what they pick. Do you have any guesses for what they will be? Welcome on in. Is there anything you're working on? The idea of the army builder with Clippy in it makes me shudder. I mean, you can always turn it off, but I just think it makes sense. Nico, cousin, have you purchased a squad of Chaos Possessed yet? But yeah, it's interesting. We'll see what they've got for us. That's all we can do, right? Just wait. And I will probably build my army elsewhere because I don't want to pay for it. I see you're trying to lose a game. How can I help? Cliffy's just like, what are you even building? What is this list, my dude? What if Clippy's just like a try-hard meta player? Have you seen the new Meta Watch? Can add it to your cart. Oh, a chibi call. That would be adorable. I would be down for C. Games Workshop, if you're listening. 1, let me test out your new kits. 2, a little Clippy in the app. If they put limited generic Space Marine for Armor Plus, they'll easily survive another year. I'm gonna put out the request. I want more artwork driven limited minis. I think they're cool. I didn't super love the Termi, just the style of it, but I thought it was a really cool idea for Warhammer Plus. A joke's on you, Clippy. I don't need help losing. So to be tournament referee and cosplay as Clippy. Oh my gosh. Chat, we have the best ideas. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We have the best ideas here. I think this purple's gonna work just fine. I'm kind of digging it. It's not as pink as my Sigmar army gets, but I don't think it needs it. I like it. Tiny voice yells for the Omnisci every time you purchase something. What they should do for Warhammer Plus is do display larger size models and busts for once. I wish they would bring back the like Forge World busts. I think that's a cool offering. I kind of want to talk about, they had the that mouse pad that they did, and they had the banner for the Black Library stuff. I would love more of that type of stuff. For like anniversary things and special editions and things. So the next models would be dioramas or callbacks to classic art. I hope so. I think that's a really good way to do it. A cool opportunity to do something a little unique too. Actual painter models for those who want the option. The mouse pads, I mean, yeah, I think things like that are a really cool offering. It's something that very few people are just going to have, like, already. Good at least models as part of a larger diorama. And, oh, to have people collect them all. I think it's tough when they're trying to figure out how well it's going to go, too. So I think starting smaller makes sense. But yeah, having that's the more limited edition, like, feel. Like the mats and things. If that makes sense. Got fuzz. Hold on. Buy a mouse pad if I could use it. I like that they had the two different options too. That they had the kind of more old school covers and the recent stuff. I thought that was neat. Nice, Edie. Sadie came in just to do a stretch by me. She's like, look how comfortable I am. Thank you, Sadie. I appreciate it. Silly dog. Early entry into the pre-order queue? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Gross. See? Even Sadie says gross. I'm streaming, sweet girl. Sorry. I'm streaming. I know. Why is there no Codex Space Tools on the Richard desk mat, though? It's the first Codex ever released, and they overlooked it. Because there's a crap ton of Codex. Because someone has to get left out. Free tickets to Warhammer events while we're dreaming. I think that was part of it too, is when it first came out, because Scott was signed up to go to one of the GTs, and they're like, oh, well, Warhammer Plus people like get more stuff. So I signed up, and I don't know that he got a whole lot of extra stuff. I don't know what that actually became. Miss some skin. Gross little mouth on the side here. Okay, there we go. Put assassins on there. That was a freebie with White Dwarf. I'm so behind on my army for the 19th. I have an event coming up. Sadie. What her deal is. Alright, I just straight up didn't do his helmet, so let's do that real quick. Why? Sorry, doggy is being needy. I don't know what she needs. Oh. Scott, can you let Sadie out? I had a horrible thought. What if they allowed you to customize your Clippy? Call for Imperium, Vasher for Chaos. See? It just... What if they sold skins for Clippy? Like video games. I'm just here monetizing everything. I'm here to monetize all the things. You're welcome. But also, I'm sorry. But also, I'm so sorry. Scott, you get 80. He's ignoring me. They're both ignoring me, chat. What am I supposed to do? I'll be right back, chat. Hold on. Okay, we back. Okay, I keep finding spots that we miss for either skin tone or gold. So let's get all that. I don't remember how the horns and stuff work either, so. I'll save that for later. That can wait. Let's see, I'm missing some sprues. Can't find some parts because they're on the other side of the desk. You've got everything everywhere, missing. Alright, I'm just gonna keep on cruising with the edge highlighting now that I think I like it. I think we're gonna stick with it. It's better than the magenta, and we need to get a move on, so I think we're gonna keep it. I really do, this is ridiculous. I can't say anything. Before stream started, I moved a whole bunch of stuff that was sitting kind of in my nerd corner. Because I also have everything spread out right now. Between trying to finish the salamanders and get the next round of stuff prepped. I have things everywhere. Hey, Satanic Jesus, welcome in. I went through my box of sprues earlier. When did I buy orcs? Everyone's got orcs today. Welcome in. What are we working on? I've got Emperor's Children today. This is the Chaos Space Marine Combat Patrol. Hello! Finding models you didn't know you had? I'm with you. So, Satanic Jesus, we built this one on stream. And I was having trouble figuring out the loadouts. I went to find some more just regular Chaos Space Marines in my backlog. And I found a whole other help route. So I understand this feel. Welcome on in. He was just in there chilling. There's like 5, I think, knobs and half a vehicle. I've never played orcs, only space marines. Where did they come from? Where did they even come from? They just believed themselves into existence, I think is the most orky answer I can give. They're there because they believe they are. I found a whole screaming bell once. I don't even remember building. I feel like this is maybe a sign that we should all maybe go through the old backlog. See what is in there. See if what's in there still needs to be in there. Blackreach. Donate my Blackreach stuff in exchange for a second set of the Marines. Unless they got left behind. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Kind of the next part for these guys, but they've got like the claws and stuff in the armor. I usually use Rakarth Flesh, but I don't know if I have a good... I think I need to revive my Rakarth Flesh, so I may save that for next time. One of my friends from like 10 years ago. I wonder where my Orc Trent went. Probably, yeah, you've got it. Probably. Hey, Bandit Goblins, welcome in. I've always been torn over what chapter I should paint if I played Space Marines. I've sorted the issue out. Last Wall Protocol for the Sons of Dorn. All figured out. Welcome in. How's your weekend? Look at these cool new friends, right? More Sons of Dorn for you. Alright, so I'll go there when I get the other piece. I think they're coming along, chat. We're gonna do this. They're gonna be done. End of month. Hopefully these 6 done by the end of this week, I think is my plan. I'm definitely the type to front load work. So if we can get a good group of these done this week, I'll be very happy. I have become Eepy, taker of Nipu. I'm excited to be lazy the rest of today. I hope you also get to be lazy. Let's see, I'm deciding on a new army. I haven't played Painted for a while. Do you have some that you've kind of got on a short list? If there's anything we can do to help, let us know. If it's just a matter of deciding what you want to work on. I don't know if we can help with that, but if you have any questions, let us know. Arctic Turtle, welcome in. How are you? Oh, for goodness sake, I just woke up. Well, welcome in. Hello. We are working on Emperor's Children, trying to get a lot of our base stuff started. What is the plan for the rest of today, now that we're up? Nope, missed more gold. I gotta get that later. Well, that's the problem for later. More Black Templar Crusaders. Panel line, panel line, panel line, panel line. I should be doing that now, but I decided to edge highlight first. We should do some panel lining. I don't want to do either. Purple Gold's such a slick looking scheme. I had some Marines painted that way back in the day. Okay, I was about to ask what you used to have before we look at new armies. It's a really fun scheme. I've decided to go a little bit more of Heresy scheme for the Emperor's Children. I tend to prefer the Heresy schemes, just in general. I was talking to chat. I think we're going to do one of the bright pink for the Noise Marines when those come out. But I think I'm going to stick to our purple here. The purples also match my Slaanesh Age of Sigmar army. So, kind of all... Hopefully we'll come together here. That's what it says. I don't get the mixing of older style shoulder pads with the newer rounded ones on these berserkers. Is it meant to be Heresy leftovers? Yeah, scavenging armor. I know that's part of... Like for some of the units it'll specifically say that. So yeah, it does sound like it. New parts are hard to come by, yep. They don't need it anymore. Mine now. I'm wondering if we do all the cloth, the white. That's pretty bling bling. The original thought was black, but we'll have black on all the bolters. Let me think on it. Because it's that or it's the pauldrons. I don't know if I want to do all the pauldrons. Space Marines. I swapped schemes a couple times. I did Imperial Fists, then Purple Gold. Hawk Lords, I think they're called. And then Blood Angels. Okay. I mean, it's always a good time to do Space Marines. If you decide you want to hop back in with Marines. Tyranids are going to be the first codex with the new edition. There's the Leviathan box, so it would have both. So you'd have Marines and Tyranids. But Tyranids are fun, and they're getting new stuff. What are the other codexes coming soon, chat? Do we know? I know Space Marines, Tyranids. I don't remember what's after that. There is a roadmap. I just don't remember what they have on it next. After. Yeah, I think that's the biggest. Is do you want to go back to Marines or something completely different? I feel like chat's also going to recommend orcs because they've been recommending orcs all morning. But orcs would be very different and are fun. There they are. So I'll throw that in there because I know it's coming. Finding orc sprues is a sign. That's true. You've already started your next army. That's true. It's all coming together. Alright, chat. What time is it? Oh, okay. I was about to say, I'm very hungry. I'm getting a headache, which is annoying me. So this may be a good point to wrap up. You got such good... Ooh, Baldur's Gate 3 armor. Congrats. Congrats on the new armor. I mean, probably by unintentionally knocking off someone else's stuff. I mean, wasn't on purpose. It was just, you know, it was just meant to be for your next army. Maybe. Maybe. You could always try painting them and see if you like painting them. And go from there. If you get through them and you don't like it, then you have your answer. Tyranids and Space Marine are first two. Okay, the Necrons, Admech, Dark Angels, Orcs, Custodies, and Tau. I think that's, yeah, what they've put out. Mech and Necrons are this winter. The rest is 2024. Okay. Thank you, Close Game and Ghost Talks. Alright, chat. I'm going to wrap up here. I think I am, yeah, I'm ready for lunch. We got a lot of gold started. We found our highlight, which was important. I think we're good here. Oh, hello, JPEG. We're wrapping up, but hello. How are you today? Taco Bell? No, I'm going to be good today. I gotta stay on the old diet, so I'm going to find something, something here at the house. But we will be back tomorrow. Let's do these guys again tomorrow, and then I'll try and bring the Seraphon on, because I need time to get that color matching done. So let's go ahead and stick with the Emperor's Children for tomorrow, and then we'll switch to another project after that, just because I'm gonna be watching Evo, and I think that's where I'm gonna raid. So I'm gonna take a quick look. If I don't see anywhere that I want to go, I'm gonna go over to Evo. Evo is the fighting game tournament that I've been watching, so if you guys want to catch some fighting games, I think that's what I'm gonna raid into, just so you guys can catch it. Thank you everyone for all the support. I really appreciate it. If you did not vote for Sub Sunday, !vote. We'll get you to the poll for our bonus stream. We're also on our way to another bonus stream. So thank you everyone for all the support. I really, really appreciate it. Which games do you watch? I've been watching, so I'm just now kind of learning more for Street Fighter. So I've been watching Street Fighter. Dragon Ball FighterZ and Guilty Gear are my games I really like to watch. But yeah, make sure vote for that. We also have, I'll go through the things. We've got Discord if you want to come hang out in between streams. If you want to share what you're working on, that is there. And then you can follow on socials for updates and things like that. So Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. But thank you everyone for hanging out. I love you guys, and I will see you for more painting tomorrow. Bye-bye, that's for now.